We ready to start?
Yeah, I recorded.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's jump to it then. We recording? We on the internet?
I think we've been on the internet for a while now.
Okay, cool. I've stopped checking because I can't have that open. I mean, I can physically. I just
Mentally.
can't. Yeah. So last session, you guys woke up in coffins in the middle of a fighting pit, which was a great start. You woke up to an announcer announcing that you guys had volunteered to atone for your sins of harboring a fugitive. You had no idea where said fugitive was, and when you came to, some doors opened and some fiends walked out of some double doors on opposite sides of this fighting pit, and you fought and you fought and you fucked them up, and then one of them let go of the door, or released a bone devil from the door that almost fucked you guys
What?
up,
Fuck.
but it didn't. You guys successfully defeated these devils, and then an announcement was made that basically came to, it's not a normal occurrence, but you guys are being let go and not having to fight through round 2 of this challenge. And the crowd booed, and then the announcer said, but stay tuned for our next act, A Damsel's Distress. And you guys were escorted out with some resistance. You were escorted out from underground, and then Kulon had some whispers at the end of that. You guys had bags on your head riding on a cart. You tried to feel and remember where you guys had gone, but ultimately you made it out from underground. You popped up and went to go check some stuff out, including the Merry Reindeer. You went and, following Kai's lead, you met officially her father, Thompson, the owner of the bar. And then Kai went back to her childhood home with Zaxus and Kulon in tow. And the remaining 4 members of the party stayed at the Merry Reindeer. Kai spoke with her father in a unfortunately lengthy whisper. And whenever we left the session, Kai's mother had just come through the door as well. Which is where we pick up. The 4 of you guys are in the tavern, just chilling. Want to get this settled before we jump into this little encounter.
Still just sipping whatever drink I was sipping.
All right.
Yeah, we're just chilling, I think.
I seem to remember stiff drinks for how early it is.
Yeah, because I guess it's like
I
8
think
or
it was
9
like
at this point.
Oh, PM?
Yes.
No. Okay.
It was like the sun was setting, or had just, like, there's just a little bit of sunlight on the horizon.
Gotcha.
So it's not like super early, but at the same time, it's not party hours, you know?
Yeah.
So Maria Shaidohala walks through the door and says, Thompson, I made it home. Kai? And looks at you as she's setting down her coat on a chair near the door, and immediately drops her other stuff and just slowly approaches and surveys the room before she reaches out and, like, to hug you. I didn't realize you were going to come back. What brought this about?
family visit.
Yeah, she stopped by and wanted to have a chat. Yeah. I know that. Well, I can assume. But come on, give me a hug. It's been a how long has it been?
7
6
years.
years? Oh. Goodness, and she points to the drinks that you guys have, and she goes, "I'm probably gonna need one of those myself, aren't I?" And
Of
walks off
course.
to the kitchen. And you hear two shoes just kind of go and clatter against a wall.
I can't fucking breathe. Go on.
Well, figure out how to breathe then. Step
Here-
one.
All right, you're gonna be fine. Calm down. It's okay. We're all here. And from the other room, you hear, "So, how long have you been in town?" It's
Just a couple of days. Not
oh,
too
okay.
long.
What
Okay.
brought you back? And she, at this time, she comes in with like a very full glass of that brandy, and she finds another chair and pulls it towards the center of the room and sits down.
I was looking for an old friend, really.
Did you find them?
Yeah, I did actually. I think I did, yeah.
So, and I don't expect you to answer honestly, but I have to ask. It's been 7 years. Why haven't I heard from you? I didn't know where to write. I tried.
You didn't. You didn't hear from me?
No?
You've never listened to me, and now you're wanting to hear from me when I'm gone.
Hey, I respect your independence. I'm not upset that you left. I'm only upset because I didn't know where to. I just wanted a word. That's it. Just hey, going to I don't know. Hell, I don't care. Pommies.
How'd you know I was in Palmas? Palmies.
Oh, you were in Pommies? Oh, that's kind
Did
of
you
a
not
guess.
say that? Once upon a time, a long time ago, I was, yeah.
Mm.
So
So,
who did you see today? How's your day been, I guess?
today it was a hectic one. And I had something come up. I had so much paperwork. I'm so glad to be home, sitting down. Finally got my shoes off. She holds up her foot and just kind of wiggles her toes.
Of
What have
course.
you been up to today?
Just going around town. I saw how Ashton was doing at the bookstore.
Yeah, it's been a few years since I've talked to them.
I know.
You know, um, she kind of looks you over and looks your friends over and says, so I, hi, I'm Maria. You can just call me," and reaches out to shake Zaxxus's hand first because he would be closer in proximity.
I'm hiding my bear claw, by the way. I'm not like subtly hiding it, but I'm like sitting on it with my thigh to where
Yeah.
she can't see it. Shaking visibly.
Um. Okay.
Oh, hey, no, what's
It's a
wrong?
pleasure to meet you, and you are, and turns to Kulon.
Cool on Halen. And I give her one of those like really limp handshakes. Really super uncomfortable ones.
Yeah.
Dead fish.
Yeah.
It's like tips the fingers pointing down entirely.
Yeah,
Um,
exactly.
And she takes your hand rather firmly and shakes it very professionally. And it's a pleasure to meet you. How I'm sure that you've already been over this with Thompson, but how do you two and Kai know each other? You travel together or
Yeah, we do. I met him in a bar.
Yep.
Hmm.
You know what they say. Once you meet in a bar, always friends.
Yep, that is the saying.
Like side-eye Kulon, like, aw.
Cool
No,
on drinks some
so
more.
I can't help but notice you guys are a little bit worse for wear.
We got in a bit of a tussle. Outside of town. Nothing really to worry about. I'm gonna smile at her thinly. Look into her eyes.
Roll an insight check.
Gladly.
um, she goes, well, if there's anything I can do to help you, I'd be glad to. It is kind of my profession.
No!
Ooh.
She's a
Can't
lawyer.
help you with that.
This is practiced poker face.
Yeah, no, I remember my mother. So, you need help with anything, right? Because I think I have a couple of questions.
Well, shoot.
I found one friend. His name's, Aaron. He's fine. We just wanted to check up on him. He travels a lot. He's actually already left town, surprisingly, but there's another friend of mine that I'm looking for. Her name is Norafine.
Hold
She
on.
goes by Nora, more commonly.
Hold on.
Norafine, how do you say that?
Noranif.
Noranifa. Oh no! They call her Norafine.
Morphine.
Yeah.
Oh no!
Well,
Need 3 cc's of morphine stat.
Norafine. Norify.
how do you I don't remember you ever mentioning her whenever you were with us. How do you know this Nora person?
Well, I met her outside of the city a long time ago, and I heard news of her recently, and she told me she was here. Thought I'd come and visit her. Has been a while since I've seen her. We were close.
Hey, Kai, I'd love to, honestly catch up with you if you're willing to.
Seems like there's a but at the end of that sentence.
No, but there's an and. And I think there's some things that you need to know about the city. Because it's been 7 years since you've been here. A lot's changed.
From what I see, yeah, I guess it has.
Your father and I have sheltered you from some things that we were definitely able to. And now we can't. I wish I could, but the bare minimum that I can tell you is be more careful when you're back in town.
Of course.
I can't keep saving you.
So you were there, is what I'm guessing.
I was where?
You know where.
But do you? I don't know. It's kind of hard to tell when you're lying to me these days. It's been a while.
Wish I could say the same.
Yeah, okay. Well, and she turns and Thompson, what has our sweet, lovely, perfect daughter told you about why she's back in town? Well, not a whole lot. She just she came into the bar and started asking some questions today. I told her a little bit. And Maria takes a very large swig, swallows it, and her practiced facade drops for like a split second as she shoots him some eyes that would murder any other man. Um,
I'm gonna smile serenely.
and then she takes a look at you and back to her husband, and so your daughter was a participant in the second hell today.
Unwilling participant, might I add.
Well, I don't think I've ever heard of a willing participant, but I figured I would let you know. And she's speaking at Thompson, glaring at him. That our daughter has come back to the city mostly to put herself in danger, from what I can tell. And
Oh my god.
I don't want her to be under any illusions that she won't have any more consequences. So,
What about you?
what about me?
What consequences are you facing? For getting us out of the second hell, of course. That's the only thing that I'm guessing so far. The Mafia's got you in your pocket and you got some power.
Yeah.
Although something tells me you're a little lower in the rankings, I guess.
It was an agreement that had been
Oh.
made. Initially, my colleagues were not wanting to really put Noranif through the ringer, but
Nora wouldn't even survive the first phase.
I know. It's sad, isn't it? She really didn't last too long. But 7 lives for one, I guess.
A
Well,
life that didn't deserve it, is what you meant.
I'm not the one who determines that. I'm sorry, I can't do that. But
You're not the one that determines that? It's part of your job.
Kai, I want to be explicitly clear when I say this. And I don't want to seem like I'm being unnecessarily rude. But, and this was intentional on my part, so I'm not blaming you for anything, but you don't know what in the hell's my job is.
Never knew anything about you, so nothing new, I guess.
Well, I tried to present the me that I would have liked you to know because, well, I did, but I guess there just wasn't enough of her left. And I'm sorry. But if you don't want to sit here and vaguely lob hostilities towards me, I'd be glad to speak with you. But if you're just gonna sit here and try and shame me or whatever for how I've acted and how I've been successful, then I do have some business to take care of.
I know one thing you weren't successful at. Kulon is pretty drunk at this point. You were pretty terrible at fucking raising a daughter, cause geez, she's a hot mess. He pats Kai gently.
Thing.
So I would say you're pretty bad at that.
Oh no.
You might be right.
No, I know
Well.
I'm right. I've met her.
Well, she's still alive, so I think
Yeah,
my
'cause
job
that's a
at
good
the bare
woohoo.
minimum is adequate. So, I did want to ask before I'm busy. What happened to your hand?
Lost it. Got a new one. The whole usual shindig, of course. I'll
Well,
tell you how I lost my hand and how I got a new one if you tell me where Nora's. Did they bury her? Or is she just rotting in a corpse field of some sort?
Her remains were taken care of.
How?
I'm genuinely glad I don't know. So,
Okay.
I've got some paperwork to look over. Big case tomorrow. Shouldn't
Of
have waited
course.
till now to prepare an opening statement anyways. I guess it's my fault.
I'll leave you to your work then.
Well, I'll be in there if you need me. And she gets up and briskly walks away. Thompson takes the last swig of his drink. Oh, well, yeah, that went about as well as I thought it would.
Yeah, I guess. It's
Must have
always
been a
worth
rough one. So, what the hell? I'm sorry, I should enunciate more. What in the hell happened today that I don't know?
There was this girl. A girl who didn't. She didn't get the fate that she deserved. Yeah. I'm sorry.
No, you're. And he kind of quickly glances back to the hallway and then takes a survey of just his surroundings real quick and just says, "I'm, I'm sorry that happened. Genuinely, I I know."
We were in second hell ring because they caught us up at night with Nora, who was running.
Thompson gets up while you're speaking and just kind of keeps his eyes on you, but he walks over to the windows and draws the shades, draws the curtains closed in the windows in the living room and in the front of the kitchen.
And then when they took her, they took us. We put in the ring, and then I'm guessing Mom paid us for a way to get out, and that payment was Nora. She didn't deserve it.
His voice is much quieter, and he's kind of leaning in. Yeah, not many people do, and I'm really sorry about that. But hey, bright side is you're here.
At what cost?
I don't want to sound bleak, but it probably will. Virtually none.
Yeah, you were right. She didn't deserve that.
No,
She
she
just
didn't.
wanted to leave. She just wanted to leave.
Hey, I haven't heard much about this Nora woman, but I don't know. I'm sorry that happened to her. I'm sorry that you're involved in this now, but keep your head low. Just try and keep out of Dodge, and you'll be fine. I promise.
I've never been good at keeping out of Dodge.
Please learn.
I'm good at finding things, though.
don't like how that sounds, but I
Most
guess I
people
don't have
don't.
much of a say in how you're behaving these days. So I guess that's fair. And he goes to the kitchen and grabs himself another drink. Kulon and Zaxxas, what are you guys doing?
Drinking.
Fair.
Side-eyeing Thompson.
Also drinking.
Okay.
Things are very tense.
He comes back in and says, I want to support you in what you're doing. I do, but at the same time,
You don't because it's dangerous, and I get that.
yeah, I also am going to strongly discourage keeping this conversation going for much longer.
Yeah, I get that. My friends are probably waiting for me at the tavern. I should probably get there.
Yeah. If you want to go back and get yourself another key, there should be an empty room. Just here, and he opens up a cabinet in one of the in the little coffee table in the room, and he pulls out a small piece of parchment and rips it in half and scribbles something on it, closes it, and gives it to you, and says, "Just if someone tells you can't, just give them that. It's a free room, you know." But
Thanks, Dad.
Kai, please don't get yourself killed.
Can't promise that.
Well,
I can.
Thank you. You probably you're probably tired after day's work. I'll let you rest.
I'm not as tired as I'm going to be after the ass chewing that I'm going to get in a little bit. Hey, try not to dismiss what happened today. I know that it's bleak, but you did get off easy today. You're alive. And you still got the hand that you did before. So,
You know what they say. You don't know the weight of the world until you hold it.
yeah. Anyways, yeah. Go to your room. I guess I got some stuff to take care of here now. He kind of glances back over to your mom's office.
Good luck with that.
Yeah, fuck me. But it's worth it. Go, stay out of danger.
Try, I guess.
And Kulon, Zaxxas, it was a pleasure to meet you. I've got to play catch up, and he chugs the rest of the brandy that he has in the glass.
Oh.
Kai's gonna collect Vex, who she let in, and no, you can go. I was just gonna say Kai collects Vex and leaves promptly after that.
Oh. I was just gonna say, as they're leaving, like Kai's out the door.
Yeah, well, she's
Zax
like,
is gonna like tell her dad, be like, he'll keep her safe, at
Oh,
least
dude.
alive. You know.
I appreciate that.
Kulon walks by being like, what he said. And pats Thompson's face and leaves.
I am making sure Kulon's not falling.
yeah.
Kulon is stumbling.
Oh, Kulon.
Kai's just waiting outside with Vex in her arms, unless he just decides to jump down.
Yeah, Miss Hamlet, crawls out from under the couch.
I'm so happy Maria didn't see that.
Oh no.
And just kind of stampedes down through the house, walks out behind you guys.
Is there
So,
anywhere else we should go, or should we just head to the tavern?
Tavern.
Tavern.
Okay, bud. We'll get you there soon. And I'll just wrap an arm around Kulan's waist and try and keep him steady a little.
yeah, you guys walk down the road and make it back to the tavern, where it's actually pretty lively. So I'm gonna change the music because
Oh, I don't want to go into the company of lively people right now. I want to drop Vex off into Gob's room, wherever it is, and go to my own one.
okay.
So, like, I'm just gonna go up there, open random doors until I find her.
Uh, yeah, you are you getting the extra room or no?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So yeah, you go and try and grab the key, and the bartender who's currently on shift is kind of no, and you
No, it's a free
slam
room
down,
here.
slam down the note, and then it's like, oh yeah, here, and he just hands you a key.
Thanks. Come on, Kulan. Up the stairs. Be careful.
Kulan's like kind of half asleep, leaning against you. He's like, "What?
No, just up the stairs, then you can go to sleep. Don't worry. You want me
I
to read
don't
to you tonight?
sleep. What are you talking about?"
Well, then you can rest.
Okie doke.
Do you want me to read to you tonight, bud? Are you okay?
Bedtime story.
Bedtime story. Okay, come on. And I'm gonna just look for
Okay.
Gob's door.
So does everyone just go immediately to sleep after all that?
Gob's like asleep.
Yeah.
I bust open the door. Here's your cat.
Throw the cat at the bed.
um, yeah, Gob's asleep.
Okay. So what we're gonna do here is now that you guys have gotten a lot of the plot threads that you're going to get, we'll just kind of skip through the next few days until there's things to do.
I
So
do want to let you know that on those skip days, Kai's gonna suggest to Kulan I go scope out the cafe.
okay. Yeah, I was gonna say just some general things that you're wanting to do for the next 4 or 5 days ish. Just so that we can get this out of the way, because you guys are going to be existing in the city, probably laying low, who knows, just chilling for a little while. Is there anything each of you want to buy? Get some prices on those things. We can scope out that cafe for sure. We can do that.
Is the cafe hiring?
No,
Damn.
they are not.
I'm gonna take Saxus also, not every day, but every other day,
Huh?
and check out the caravan place. Make sure the cargo isn't arrived yet.
Oh, that.
Okay.
I thought you were gonna say they're gonna go to the library, because I'm like, that's where Zaxxas is gonna be.
Oh yeah, no, she's got a vision.
And reading his books that he got.
Mm.
That's how he's spending his time.
Kai's gonna want to introduce Saxus, so good luck. She's taking you to the Lullaby Library, coward.
Okay.
We don't have to do that.
Yeah. So Zaxxas, you find out that there's quite a few libraries, like just small little libraries scattered throughout the town, that are in fact funded and like kind of share some of the books from the astute vagabond Athenaeum, the Temple of Ioun in the center. But the main like the largest three are actually Lullaby Library, which has mostly like fiction and fantasies and different stories for entertainment. There's the Paragon Bindery that you've already been to, which I'd assume that you'd ask around a little bit. And most of the books that they sell are biographies and autobiographies and stuff that are dictated to the scribes that are there. And the Curiosity Collection which is more of the scholarly bookstore and library. And you've already been there, and you found that on interplanar studies, there's just kind of like some general things, and you do have those books still that you haven't had time to read. So, Kulan, you're going to scope out the cafe.
Yep.
What all are you hoping to find out?
Well, Kulan's now, once he's sobered up, realizing that he's just curious on what a host cafe is.
Oh, okay. So, are you going to go and be a customer for a little bit?
Yeah, he's gonna.
Oh god, you're broke.
Oh, yeah. Kulan wants to, over the next couple of days, find some odd jobs and get some money.
Okay. I'll say that there are some of the priests and stuff. You would be able to talk with them and offer your services as an undertaker temporarily.
I have a shovel.
And yep, you have a shovel. You quickly and proficiently prove that you know several different burial rites and everything for several different cultures, and they're like, oh yeah, we could use another. So as long as you're willing to work, and you over the next 3-4 days or so, you perform probably almost 24 ceremonies,
Hell yeah.
and you get a gold for each of them.
Oh, shit. Excellent.
Oh.
Is that like a baker's dozen?
No, it's like 24.
Okay.
So on the last day of your of what you know of what your plans are, you would have plenty of money to go and see what the hubbub is.
Cool.
And while you're there, you find out that it is very attractive men of different shades and genres, all that kind of stuff. Like there's almost always the kind of militant man who's very strict, all that kind of stuff. There's always the just think Oron High School Host Club, but
Yep.
actual adults. And there's always there's always the bear, there's always the twink, there's
Yeah.
pretty much every type of handsome hot guy. There's an employee that fits that bill. And hold on, let me get this. There we go. So you kind of figure out that it's basically these hosts are really trying to get you to drink, and the more you drink, the more you pay them, and the more you'll tip. And they're using their attractiveness as their means of persuasion.
Kulan's a little bummed out. He's like, not as exciting as I was hoping it for. Also, I'm never drinking again.
But you now know and are familiar with the host club and its goings on. So is there anything else that Kai's wanting to do?
She
Before
wants
we move
to
on.
tell the entire party of what happened in Nora.
Okay.
And then just cry in her room afterwards. Cause that
Does-
genuinely upsets me.
Does that include like that her mom helped them?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
All right.
That's when Kulon can go into detail.
Okay. And elusive. Is there anything you want to do? Any few general items of interest?
Probably like just do random like shit for money.
Okay.
Oh, who died?
Oh.
Oh.
All right.
Don't worry.
So, I would say that elusive, you are a capable woman. You would be able to probably find some odd jobs. If you wanted to be hired as a little farmhand, they would definitely help you out.
Sure.
But they said that for 4 or 5 days of work, you might get 8 gold.
Okay.
Okay. Or is there any other job that you would like to try and find in the city?
I don't know. I don't want to waste that much time, but like, I feel like she'd want big money, like not big money, but like something more dangerous.
Okay.
Not so.
Can
calm.
I do a thing where I ask Elusive if she still wants to stake out the brothel?
Sh- Sure, but I don't know. It's not high on my to-do list anymore.
Okay, I guess.
If you're looking for something dangerous, go ahead. Yeah, I would say that you would be able to find some work, like either in the church or at some kind of like training facility for soldiers. You'd be able to basically be a sparring partner.
That sounds fun.
Okay. So you start training with some soldiers or some paladins, either one, or like monks or something, and they would probably give you about 20 gold for your troubles because you were just constantly fighting.
Okay.
All right. 20 gold in total. Okay. And Gob?
She's gonna go back to stealing shit from the rich. Maybe stop by Elven Whispers for a fun time one day.
Well, let me pull out this book real quick because I have forgotten the rules to this, but it'll be fun. Let's see what page it's on real quick, actually. So I'm not just kinda
Brothel
flipping.
conduct.
No, not that.
I was like, what, you need a rule book for a brothel? What?
No, you're good. I've got that one down. Not that. Okay, there we go. And that's the page that I'm looking for, ish, or the section. Using nope. Sorry, I've got to find these rules that I came across. Not pit fighting.
Pit fighting at a brothel. You buy the services of every man and woman there, employee or not, and throw them all into a fight ring.
Please do not fight the prostitutes.
They're not prostitutes, they're escorts.
Oh, God damn it. I'm just going to Google it because I'm taking up too much time at this point. Okay, so what we're gonna do is, how much risk are you wanting to put on the line for this caper?
All of it.
All of it. Okay, so we're gonna do a high risk.
She's kind of over it at this point, so she
Oh,
doesn't care
really?
what happens to her.
Oh shit. Okay. Well, you find a pretty loaded house, but it's you can see even from the outside that they have security measures taken in place.
Mm.
So let's do a general investigation check for checking for traps. And that's just gonna be the average of okay. So it's pretty decent. And then you want to go ahead and roll me a thieves tools check.
Boop.
Okay, and a stealth check.
Wait, did I swap? Yeah, okay.
Okay. And then a D100.
Oh god. There you go.
Okay. So, in general, you stake out this house because you see that it has very ornate golden decorations of different kinds. It's got very fancy picture frames. It's got very fancy, like just a vase that's clearly opulent as all hell. Just chilling in this room that is clearly a trophy room. You stake the place out. You find who's going in, who's going out, when, how are they getting in, how can you get in. You stake this place out for the first 3 days. And you stake it out, and you keep looking for the traps that they're trying to avoid whenever they go in, and you eventually figure out your plan of attack. On the 4th day, you go in and you avoid more traps than you disable, but you've studied it enough and you get lucky enough so that you catch them before you trip over them. You avoid most of the guards, and it takes a little bit, but the ones that do see you, you avoid and evade while you're running away with a vase that you can now go get appraised.
Nice.
So, on the last day, do you want to go appraise that and try and sell it, or?
Yeah.
Okay. So, roll me an insight check.
Oh boy. Boop.
Okay.
Nice.
You go to a jeweler, and they clearly try and lowball you at 100 gold.
Those bitches. I'm gonna call them out.
You call them on their bullshit, and they go, all right. It's 225 gold.
Okay.
All right.
With that, I would get the sword that we were talking about.
Okay.
Yep.
All right. So hold on. Let me. God, these dogs are being really annoying outside. Goodness.
I can't do math. 225, right? Plus
Yeah.
80.
Actually, when you're going to buy that, there are some other options if you want. Just we can do this shopping thing because it won't take more than 5 minutes.
Okay.
There is there are a few whips. One of them, and I'll just kind of give you the statistics, or what you would wager the statistics are based on what the shopkeeper says. It can let you speak with the dead once, and it was made by monks, and monks are able to do something special with it to make it a little bit more effective for a short time. And then there is a mace. I don't think you would be interested in a mace,
No.
but whenever you whenever you crit someone with it, you can make them get on their knees.
Oh.
Yeah. There is a dagger that you might like, though.
Okay.
They say after it slays a foe, it absorbs that energy temporarily and is much more effective in battle. Actually, sorry, wait, no, that's not how he describes it. He calls this the Memorial Dirk, and says that whenever you defeat a monster or an enemy, it remembers, and it knows how to fight whatever that is, and from then on, it will be a little better against that foe. So, like, if you kill a certain kind of devil with it, it's from then on a +1 weapon whenever you fight that kind of devil. There's another dagger that oh yeah, that's right. Whenever you're fighting with some allies, if one of them is where the dagger can reach, you can allow it to help protect that person.
So, like, it's its own entity?
Not quite. It gives you the reaction to impose disadvantage once per short rest, if they're within melee range of you. And there's also some other items that are within the same price range, namely a cloak of elven kind that helps you be stealthy, and some dark vision goggles, or some goggles of night. But there's those guys, and then there's also the sword that we talked about.
Okay. How much is the cloak?
The cloak would be about 125 gold.
Jesus.
A little bit more, but it is not bad. TN. Because
Right.
what it does is it gives people trying to find you whenever you have the hood up and activated. It gives people disadvantage on perception checks to find you or see you, and it gives you advantage on dex stealth checks whenever you're trying to hide if the cloak is if the cloak's hood is on, because the colors of it shift naturally to subtly blend in with your surroundings.
That's pretty cool. I'm just gonna get the sword that we talked about.
Okay. I'll be making that little item card.
Yeah. Okay.
And next on the list, we've got Sif. What are you up to?
Oh, geez, that's me.
Mm-hmm.
I wanted to see if I could find a magic shop. A relatively nice-looking magic shop.
Okay. Actually, it would have been the same one that Gob went to.
Oh, hey, Sif.
Well, shit. Long time no see. How are the wife and kids?
Dead.
Same.
Oof. Big oof.
I was looking for something that could kind of like augment abilities.
Okay.
Kind of give me something I can't do or magnify what I can do.
Okay. So, what's your price range?
I'd say I'm willing to go up to like, oh god. How much is a platinum? Is 10 gold, right?
Yeah.
Say 50 gold.
50 gold.
That's about what I got to spend.
Well,
If only, even if I can't afford it, just to, tuck it away.
yeah. Well, for that, there are these nifty little earpieces that, I guess the enchantment can be shifted for you. But if you come back in a few days, basically pick a language, and you'll have a little a little piece that allows you to understand it, though it doesn't give you the immediate ability to speak it.
And
Like,
that's just whenever?
yeah, I mean,
Just translation headphones?
basically, for one language. There is a nice little pipe that lets you blow some smoke in whatever shape you want. It's mostly trinkets like that you can buy, but there are a few things like a health potion, little tiny rings that give you a +1 in one stat, but require attunement. Mm-hmm.
What about one of them ringy dudes?
They'd be about 75 gold, but they're about the price
Alright.
range. He does say, before he gives it to you, it does take a few days to kind of sink in after you're attuned to it.
Gotcha. Is Gob actually here while I'm here?
I mean, that
Sure.
depends. I would say that you came there initially whenever, she was looking for something.
No, it's good. I'm good.
Okay.
Just tucking that information away. That's
Okay.
just about all I wanted to do.
All
And
right.
by just about, that's what I wanted to do.
Okay. And then, Half. What are you wanting to do?
I want to spend my days looking for odd jobs to make money, and then spend my nights with the circus troupe.
Okay. So odd jobs. What vein of odd job are you looking for?
I honestly anything. Fight pit. Take me to a fighting ring. Honestly, let's go. I'm good at punching.
I would say that you actually do find one.
Oh, thanks, Gob. And God.
Yeah. Where is this thing? So let me find it real quick. Oh, hold on. There we go.
Take your time.
Okay. So they ask you at which level you're wanting to fight. Basically, there's kind of a beginner. You step in, you're fighting people who are just trying to test how good they are. There's intermediate who are hobbyists who have some martial arts training, and then there's the advanced, which is trained martial artists and fighters. They do tell you that there are no weapons allowed.
Okay.
Guess you're gonna have to cut off your hands.
My hands. Oh no, I have to take them away. Let's go with intermediate for now.
Okay. So So go ahead and roll me a strength check. An athletics, an acrobatics, and then a Constitution saving throw.
It just got better, thanks, huh?
Okay. Let me. What's this right here? All right. So your first few fights are just kind of placements, and you actually come out on top of this little bracket, and they say you can either take the 25 gold or you can move up to the advanced slot and try your hand at a few rounds of those.
Yeah, I'll
And
do
they
that.
tell you that okay, well,
Wait.
if you win one round, it's going to be 50 gold. And if you want to try your luck and win more, it's 100 and then 200 at 1 fight per day. So let's go ahead and roll those same checks.
No, it's just. Oh, sis. We gotta go home.
And then roll me a hit dice. Okay. Well, the first opponent, it's close. It's really close, but the slugfest that starts it out calms down, and you're feeling the blows. Your head's kind of, you're a little punch drunk, but your training kicks in, and you skill it out. You finesse a win.
Okay. I'm gonna take my winnings and leave. I gotta go.
Okay, so you get 50 gold from that gamble.
Thank you.
Okay. Oh, and roll me a D100 real quick. Do you want high or low?
I'm gonna go high.
Okay. All right. Okay, so yeah, you make it out with 50 gold in tow.
Nice.
All right. Is there anything else anybody wants to do? Before we jump on to day number 6.
I just wanted to make something clear.
Mhm.
Zaxis was reading the book he's renting, so he can like return it on time.
Okay, that's fair. And I'll tell you after the session, or sometime between the next now and the next session, what all was in that book.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So the next day, after you guys have your little downtime, your 5 days of downtime, Gob, you know that this is the day that was designated by the man known as Top Hat, or Fancy Clothes, whatever you want to call him. I've been calling him Top Hat. And it's the day that you're supposed to get more information about this job.
Yes.
Okay. So you going to do that?
Yeah. I'm bringing Half and Sif along.
Okay.
I wrote something down in my notes without thinking, and now that I wrote it, I hate it, but I'm not scribbling it out. I wrote fucking gob job day.
Goodness. Okay. Oh, I've got that sword as well. Here you go. Let me bring that down to where it's supposed to be. And edit. Can be viewed by. There you are. Okay. So you go back to Elven Whispers, which I guess means that I actually need to play a specific song.
Oh God.
You're tuning in to Easy Listening. WKBW. I'm your host, DJ Taser. Let's play
So-
in the hour with some silky saxophone tunes.
So you walk into all the opulence that the Elven Whispers brothel has. All of the curtains just draped everywhere on the interior. Very luxurious cloth over every bench and bag meant for sitting, and attractive people in barely any clothing,
Mhm.
walking everywhere, asking just very leading questions. And you see that guy once again, just chilling with a few of those employees. And he whispers something in one of their ear, and they, one by one, just kind of go and pay attention to someone else in the lobby. And he calls over and goes, "Oh yes, I see you brought your friends. Come on, let's step into my office." And he pulls back that curtain, just kind of draped along the corner of the room.
Oh boy.
Come and follow him.
Okay. You step in, all three of you, and as soon as he steps in, he's already talking.
Oh, okay. Right to the point, I guess.
I'm gonna lower this music a little bit. He goes, "Hey, I appreciate you following up. It does mean a lot. So I'll just jump right in. I've received some word that our courier will be here a little bit earlier, actually in 2 days from now. So that's where your job is going to start. The courier will drop off the package in the morning at the Merry Reindeer, an establishment that we have ties to, and you are to retrieve it from there. Mention it to the man at the counter, and then take that to the artificer at the Glass Sandman, where I'll meet you to complete this process. That's it.
Okay.
That's it. That's all you got to do. I mean, until I get there, then I'll, we'll walk through it together. But when it's finished, you'll get your money.
All right.
Any questions?
Comments, concerns, feedback.
Can you repeat that one more time for me today?
Courier is going to be dropping a package
Take
in 2
the
days off
package.
at the Merry Reindeer. We got to take it
Uh-huh.
to the artificer at the Glass Sandman.
But I have to mention it to the bartender?
Yeah, you have to mention to the bartender that you're here to pick up the package. That's it.
Okay, okay.
Tell him,
Mm,
you know what? Just tell him Top Hat sent you. He'll understand.
okay. Got it. I'm assuming that Sif remembers everything.
You know
So-
what they say about assuming.
Oh, I did forget to mention. It's sorry, it's a bit of a habit for me. I've had some complaints from the, from the bosses that we don't want to make you feel like you're out of the loop for anything. So your payment in full is going to be about 150 gold.
Alright.
So if I just didn't want you to feel like we're going to shortchange you. That's exactly how much you're going to be receiving at the end of this. So 2 days from now, in the morning, that's when your job starts.
Got it.
And,
Salute.
and as you're walking out, he kind of grabs you by the wrist and goes, "Oh, one more thing. Discretion is key. Don't tell anybody. I mean, that's one of the basics, but I just wanted to make sure that you are aware of it because, terms of agreement and all that kind of stuff. So, thank you." And he stands up.
Right. I'm walking out.
You walk out of the
Adios, brothel.
much larger space than you were anticipating. With a little curtain.
Pay no attention to the man behind the curtain.
And anything else you guys want to do?
Not in particular.
Okay.
At least for me.
Another thief job. I'm kidding.
Like rob Kai's parents. Do it.
Robbing the
Rob
city
Kai's
blind.
parents.
All right. So you guys walk out. What are you guys wanting to do the rest of the day? 'Cause, and oh, I forgot to ask. What time of day did you guys come here?
Like afternoon, I guess.
Okay. The rest of you guys, what are you doing on this day?
Um,
Elusive, are you still sparring?
Yeah.
Okay.
The
Alright.
same thing.
Kulon, you still scoping out the place,
Yeah.
the cafe? Okay. Zaxis, I would assume that you finished up your books, and on this day of business is when you would return them.
Oh, lit. Well, the
Okay.
one.
Oh yeah, the one. Sorry, you did purchase the other.
Mm-hmm.
And Kai,
Mm-hmm.
what have your past few days been like? Because I know you told them about what
Sobbing.
happened. Yeah. Just eating at me so hungry every day, getting that comfort food.
Not that lucky. No, I have no
Your-
money.
Your sodium.
I mean, if I can offer a suggestion,
Yeah.
your friend at Lullaby Library might need some help.
I don't want to take money from her.
You
But I'll
prob-
help her.
Get food from your dad.
I guess.
Get money from your dad. If he feels that bad about not seeing you, milk it.
Okay.
Mhm.
This is in canon conversation now. Good luck.
What's up?
Instead of sparring, could I just do some investigating
Sure.
into the brothel? See if I could find anybody that like I don't know, has connections to it.
Oh, I was gonna do that.
All right. Yeah, we can do that. Go ahead and roll me some a general charisma check, just to investigate.
Could I just roll investigation?
Well, it's weird because like
Oh,
this
okay.
is kind of social investigation,
Oh, gotcha.
trying to talk with people and get them to talk about stuff that they might not want to. But yeah, that's a good one. Yeah, you would find some people that have you go to some like lofty upper class bars, put some water in a dark bottle, and act like you're drinking. And, you're able to sniff out some people that will talk about their experience there. So
find out in particular.
I mean, they'll tell you that they got top-notch service and wasn't super expensive, but they tell you it is, in their experience, the best one in town. And the employees don't really ask too many questions.
All right.
Is there anything in particular you were trying to find information out about?
Oh, I was trying to find if there was anything shady behind the scenes.
Anything shady?
Yeah.
Let's say beyond the moral gray area of the business itself, they didn't know of anything super shady.
This is a secret organization.
Well, I mean,
Gosh on it.
it's advertised as a brothel, so
Yeah. Okay.
but
It's like hiding in plain sight. Oh my god.
so what does everyone else want to do the rest of this day?
I want to to scope out the brothel and see
Okay.
who leaves and who enters and all that.
Okay. Roll me a perception check. Oh shit. Okay. So with that, you see. I should say, you take notice of the people trying to leave and enter that are doing so not under the optimal normal situation. So you see just a whole slew of very attractive people walking in and out.
Of course.
And you see one person who is this half elf person walking out, and they just kind of like look around, don't even take notice of you, and then nod at someone off in the distance, and then they walk away. And after they start walking away, you see two people peek their head out the door and just like, "Oh, hey, Aaron. What did you want us to do about?" And they turn around and just go, "Handle it. That's it." And kind of throw their hands up and walk away.
Okay.
Throw the scarf around their neck and just kind of strut away.
What did they come out wearing?
Kind of a pretty large coat, a very wide-brimmed hat with a feather in it because they're ostentatious, and kind of a very, very light scarf that kind of flows in the breeze when they walk by. And with that natural 20, you look over after they walk out. They nod at someone in the distance, and you turn around and see, quick enough to see the beggar that's half a block away, nod at them as well.
Great. What's the beggar look like?
They look like a beggar. They've got a little tiny tin cup sitting in front of them, holes in all of their gloves, very ratted coat, just
Okay.
dirty. Look
I don't
weary.
recognize any of them, I guess.
No.
I just want to jot that down for future sake. So, from what I got, his name's Aaron?
Yes.
How do you spell that? Like,
EIRAN.
I thought it was A-A-R-O-N, A-A-Ron.
No.
Hey, Ron.
I'm gonna throw you out the goddamn window, AA Rod.
So what's everyone else doing?
Just gonna walk back to wherever Kulon is.
Okay. And you three, Half, Sif, and Gob, go and meet up with Top Hat, who hasn't given you a proper name, but Top Hat gave you instructions. What are you guys doing from here?
What's the move?
He did say his name to me, didn't he?
I feel like he did give you a name.
Yeah.
Oh, he did?
Didn't he say his name was Aaron or whatever?
No. He did not. He said the manager's name was Aaron.
Oh, he said Fino.
Okay. Yeah.
That's
So-
what I have.
Fino.
Mhm.
All right. So Fino told you guys to say Top Hat sent you to the bar, or the Top Hat. And
Do I see Gob in them at the bar, or at the brothel, or was I...
actually, you would see on that day, because she goes in the afternoon. I would say you go like a little after lunch.
Yeah, I've
And,
scoping personal
you
reasons.
see Gob and Sif and Half walk in, then walk out. How long are you staying there?
Do I see Kai watching?
Yeah, do we
us?
see Kai?
You better hope you don't.
Kai,
For
is
your own
there?
sake.
Are you trying to hide? Are you trying to stealth?
I have my hood up and my glove back on, but mainly I'm like in an alleyway where I can have the proper angle to where I can see the entryway and the people walking in and out.
Okay. Roll me
So
a
I'm
stealth
just like,
check
I'm
without
literally.
disadvantage because you've had time to hide. Yeah, so if you're walking by and Kai, you spot all three of them, and you hear "Oop!" from the alleyway.
Who was that?
I'm
Kai?
not gonna do anything to acknowledge her except turn and give a little wink.
I'm gonna take my hood off and I'm glaring at daggers that could kill at all of them.
I'm like putting my hands up.
Just a wink and some finger guns.
Gonna kick off the wall and walk away to where they can't see me. But I'm glaring at them. I'm walking backwards into hell while glaring at them.
I give Kai a thumbs up as she's walking away.
Middle finger. I give her my middle finger.
I'm trying to be
That's-
supportive, and you're always an asshole to me. We're gonna have talks tonight, young lady.
Well,
Alright.
we're definitely gonna have a talk.
So you see them walk in, and you reposition and see them walk out because you got a nat 20. And what are you guys doing afterwards? Oh, and Kai, how long are you staying there?
Another hour. I saw
Okay.
the man that I needed to see.
Okay.
The thing I wanted to do was find some nice pastries.
I want to go robbing.
I wanna go with Gob. I wanna hang out with Gob.
Well,
I'll let them do the robbing. Let them have their bonding moment.
I give Sif a lemon square as we leave.
Gee, for me.
okay. So what are you wanting to rob?
God.
Kai's parents.
Okay, you're a little forgiven.
Okay, so you've been in the house, well, kind of.
Mhm.
So you kind of know what's in there and what's not. You know roughly where these people are at whatever time of day. So roll me a stealth check.
Okay.
Should I do this too, or
Okay. I mean, are you going with them?
I did say I was gonna go hang out with Gob.
Okay. So yeah, roll me a stealth check. Half.
Oh, for fuck's sake. My nat 20 half.
I'm sorry.
Okay.
I
And
just wanted to hang out with you, Gob.
then roll me, Gob, I just need this one from you. A
Okay.
Thieves' Tools check.
Nice.
Okay.
I'm on a roll.
I'm just.
And then an investigation check from both of you.
Nice. I'm on a roll.
I'm just
Jesus.
doing what Gob is telling me to do. That's it.
It's the picture from Spider-Verse.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So hold on, let me just do this real quick.
It's because I'm lawful neutral, so the dice are like, "What the fuck are you doing?"
Are you stealing?
It's okay. It's Kai's parents. It's in my head. It's morally okay.
Okay, so you find a briefcase that is tucked away well behind a desk instead of like in a drawer. It is literally behind the desk, up against a wall. And it's locked, and you hear some people outside just kind of getting closer to the house than you'd like. So you decide probably better just split, and you dip with just the briefcase.
Okay.
Now, you have a briefcase, and later you can open it up and find that it is a list of clients
Ooh.
with their accused crime and something that you wouldn't expect a lawyer to have, how they're going to prove their client did it.
That seems a little illegal.
Yeah. Interesting.
I'm gonna copy all of this down in my little. I'm gonna copy this down. I need this.
However, due to the nature of this item and the region that you're in, you wager it would probably be really difficult to fence off here. But information does sell.
It does.
Where are they when they're doing this? Are they back at like the Merry Reindeer or something?
In Cobb's room, just like huddled in a corner.
Cobb's huddled in the corner like a fucking gremlin. You open the door, she just turns around and like, or like her and fucking Vex.
Half is there.
Yeah,
Half. What about you? Are you hissing as well?
Yeah, he'll hit.
I'm-
He'll go along.
I imagine half on Cobb's shoulders, just like looking down.
You're writing
Me.
the information down
Me
in a little
just
note.
sitting on a chair against the wall, eating a lemon square.
So it had the clients and then how to prove that they did it?
Yeah.
Okay.
You would assume that a defense attorney was trying to get their clients out
Yeah.
of trouble.
But
That's
she's doing the
defense.
opposite. That's not right. Something's amiss.
Well, what do we do with this, Cobb?
I'm gonna go tell Kai.
You okay?
Should walk up to Kai and be like, "Hey,
Kai's in her room now, I think. She's
okay."
stewing.
Like she was in the alleyway, sobbing.
Yeah.
She's not sobbing this time.
Are you gonna open the door for me, Kai? I know you're in there.
Supplies.
I
Can we
open
come
the door.
in, please?
Hello.
What are you doing at the brothel?
Firstly, please eat this cookie.
Why?
I hand it to you, and I'm gonna.
Drugged? What are you doing?
And then I have the briefcase that's hidden behind my body. I'm gonna pull it out and open it and be like, "Look at what your mother's been doing."
Oh.
I know what you did last summer.
What? Where did you get this?
Oh, we went to go rob your parents.
From your house. Where else would we get it?
Oh.
I didn't think you'd mind, considering that you didn't look so happy after you went to talk to them.
No, I don't mind, I guess.
Okay.
Where did you get this? Where did you find this?
Behind a desk.
Yeah.
You went into my mother's office?
Mm-hmm.
That's whose office it was?
Yes. She's an attorney. She doesn't do her job good.
Clearly.
Did I ever tell you about how she even got her official job? How she got higher up? She made a deal with a tiefling. And I was a product of that deal.
Uh-huh.
Oh.
I didn't tell anyone that, did I?
No, you sure
Nope.
didn't.
Sorry. This
But hey,
isn't
now we know what type of crooked she is.
So she isn't actually good at anything. She just made shady deals.
Yeah, I got. Well,
Oh,
I mean,
she's insecure, you guys. We caught her weakness.
Listen, sometimes you gotta suck a few dicks to get to the top of the ladder.
my mother
Doing
made
a lot
me
more
do
than that to get a baby.
She.
Wait, what?
Sean, were you not
Sit
paying
back.
attention?
No, that was in character.
Really?
That was entirely for the meme of it being like, wait, what? Is that not how it works?
Oh no.
So
Oh,
basically,
God.
my mother, she did go to school. She was good at her job, and she wasn't getting enough money, or she wasn't getting enough. I don't know.
Clout.
Yeah, she wasn't getting enough clout, if you call it that, Sif. Quick enough, and my
I've had
father's
clout.
bar was
Sif invents bone daddies and clout.
you, uh my father's bar wasn't getting enough, but this man, apparently from what my dad told me, came up, made a deal with them, joked about having their firstborn, which is me, and it turns out that he wasn't joking, and he's just a straight up devil. So they signed a thing with the devil, and I was a product. And you know what?
Like
I'm
the devil or a devil.
just a devil, I guess. I didn't get all the specifics, of course. They didn't know I was gonna be like a tiefling. My mother's an orc, my father's a human. What do you expect?
Being a tiefling is a latent gene.
I guess. But no, if that's what I think it is, then yeah, no. My mother is always in the mafia's pocket, so I'm not surprised.
Gob
I
looks
wonder how she got
disappointed.
there.
Thank you for getting this, though. If you wanted to know where the money was, I could have told you.
Oh. See, I was hoping there was gold in here. Now what am I supposed to do with this?
I'll keep it. For reasons.
Slowly hand it over.
Just a confused look like, huh.
Thanks, I'm just gonna look over this. Also, what were you doing at the brothel?
I have a job.
Job.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I thought I could trust you anyways.
I told you about this job. I am handling a package.
You never told me this
She's
until
not
now.
entirely used to that.
You never told me you went to the brothel.
Well,
Never came up.
we have a plan, to get closer. Well, me in particular, get closer to the mafia to learn more about what's going on, and then, eventually, to take it down.
That sounds nice. It's wishful thinking at this point, but I support it.
Okay. What if I was just at the brothel for a fun time? And then I'm gonna walk away.
Doesn't matter anymore. I just want to get the shield and leave this shitty town.
I might see the shield sooner rather than later.
Something tells me that the package might be the shield if you're gonna say something like that.
Perhaps. Wouldn't put it past us with our luck.
Yeah.
Wait, you guys get luck?
Hey, half.
Yeah.
I don't know if you have one of these, and Kai's gonna go put the briefcase down somewhere. And she's gonna pull out the lockpicking kit she has. Hand it to Half.
Oh, I thank you.
Yes, metal sticks, thank you.
I'll ask Abby, she'll teach me how to use them.
Yeah. Like I said, if you want to know where the gold is in my parents' house, just ask me. Unless they moved
Where
it.
is
Where is it?
it?
Take it all.
They kept it mainly located under their bed where they slept. They like
The
to
classic
keep it.
bed position. I should have known better.
Yeah. I don't know if they moved it though, so that's the thing. It's been 7 years. But that's usually where I would find it.
I thank Kai again and I give her 4 lemon squares.
You just have infinite lemon squares? Or are you,
I'm
like,
keeping
are you...
account of how many lemon squares I've bought and how many I have. I have 10 left.
Oh my god.
Thank
So many.
you. I like
Okay.
lemons.
So, anything else today? Or are we doing Coolin's thing?
God, teach me how
Tomorrow.
to get leaf skin.
Yes, I can teach you.
Coolon,
Yeah.
did you go to the cafe? I know we were
Yeah.
gonna stake it out together, and I'm sorry we didn't.
For
Did you
what
have
it's
fun
worth,
with those boys?
for what it's worth, Coolon, roll me a perception check. Actually, I need to know first.
Can I put guidance on myself?
Yeah. I mean, it is kind of over the course of a day.
Oh.
So, like... Okay. Yep. Okay, never mind.
Remember that lore I was gonna tell you? Fuck it. In the
No.
shredder.
Listen, there was a lot of attractive men, and Kulon forgot what he was doing.
Yeah.
Just
got
open mouth,
distracted.
fucking Looney Tunes, jaw on the floor, staring.
No, no, he's totally judging each and every one of them.
Coming
Actually,
up with a list for every employee, and this is why Donovan's better than you.
what times were you there? Like, when was your normal time to go there?
About like when would they have been open? Like would 9 in the morning kind of be?
No, it was kind of an after lunch thing until late at night.
Oh, okay. Well, around the like early hours of opening.
Okay. So yeah.
He never stayed out too late.
Okay. So yeah, that perception check still holds. So whenever you were there, you know that you would basically look at a menu of men, and they would say it was really just kind of on the wall, but they would give you a list of who was working, and they would change little portraits out, and you would just kind of go, I want him to serve me, and you would see.
I would pick the same guy every time if he was working.
Okay, yeah, you pick the same dude. We'll call him Chad, and you pick Chad, and he, like, the same routine happens. You always get greeted. He gets, very close, and then he'll bring you a tray of waters with a little note, just kind of, a flirty little note that says basically nothing, but you always get one. And then he'll try and pressure you into buying more drinks or like more sweets, and that kind of stuff. And he's
Kulon
really just like
buys like next to nothing.
aggressively flirting with you, and then as you're buying almost nothing, you notice that he does come back and say basically, hey, you need anything? And then whenever you say no, he goes, all right, let me know if you do, and gives you a wink and walks off. And that's about it. Whenever he realizes that you don't purchase many things, like many items, and you probably aren't going to tip him very well, he starts paying less and less attention to your table.
Goody. That way I can just look around and just get the lay of the land.
All right. Yeah, and you basically watch as that happens everywhere, and people are buying drinks. Even early in the afternoon, they're buying drinks, and a whole cake comes to one guy's table, and a bunch of the hosts that are working, kind of one gets on the stage and starts singing and incorporates his name into a song, and some of them stands at his table. It's a whole thing. And then whenever you're done, you get up and leave. They pay a bill, and there's always a little note with it. But
I imagine they just hate me. I just waste space and don't buy anything.
I mean, whenever you're there, it's not super busy, so it's not like you're taking up a table that would otherwise be occupied.
All right. That's probably how I timed it.
Okay. So it's been 6 days. Tomorrow's a week, Kulan.
Yep.
You remember what time and everything he said to come?
I would say Kulan does. I personally do not.
Okay. He said come at about sunset. That's what he said.
Okay.
I'm gonna follow Kulan.
Alright. Kulan has been debating out loud all day with Kai, like, should you come? No. Definitely, you should absolutely come. No, maybe not, but I think you should totally come. But at the same time,
You bottom, I'm coming.
he's freaking out.
Just gonna come and be careful, okay?
Okay, sure, because everything will be fine. Everything will be fine.
Yeah, no, I'm sure of that. I really am.
We still have that free room in the tavern, right? This is out of character.
At the reindeer, the merry reindeer. Yeah.
Yeah, so that's what we would say. Cause I'm debating on whether I'm taking Hamlet or not.
Okay.
If you want, I can carry her while you have, your little time with your mans.
How big is she looking? And can I still do the baby pack?
You cannot.
I can. I'll carry her like a baby, like cradle.
No, at this point she's about 35 pounds.
Perfect.
I
I'll
love
carry
her
that.
so
She's too
much.
big. She's too big to for Kulan to carry. For
Is that-
Kai,
like
it's
a
not too heavy to
toddler.
carry around, but it's a pig, and it's basically like a medium to large sized dog, like
Yeah,
a full
no.
grown, like Solitaire is about.
I
40
want to
pounds.
carry him like a sack of potatoes, from a baby.
You carry a baby like a sack of potatoes?
Yeah.
If for some godforsaken reason I ever have a child, remind me to never to let you hold them.
That's either a very pampered bag of potatoes or a very abused child.
It's a very pampered bag
One
of
or the other.
potatoes. I
Okay.
carry my potatoes like cradle them, okay? Don't
I assume,
at me.
I assume Hamlet just follows me now then.
Yeah, that's what I've been assuming too. She follows you pretty close.
Hey, Kulan, where's your plant? Have you been taking care of him?
Oh, the plant's like perfectly right there on the bed, like just perfectly tended to, watered,
little-
everything.
Little Korok
I would
boy.
actually say that the plant would probably take Hamlet's spot. You
Okay.
can carry the plant around.
Yeah,
Where you did
plant's in
little
the
baby-
baby pack now.
Yeah. Okay.
Mhm.
I figured that would be a Kulan thing.
Yeah. He needs
Okay.
all the support he can get. He's
So-
bringing both his children.
So
I'm gonna hold Kulan's hand.
so figure out exactly what you're gonna be doing before you go in there. But I'm gonna go to the bathroom real quick. So if we want to have the bathroom break, that would be the time.
Disgusting!
Is Gobs, or is Shay still here?
Who?
Shay is
You.
not here right now. Please
What?
leave a
Who's
message
Shay?
after the beep.
I
Never
was-
heard of her.
I was gonna walk into Gob's room if she's there before we left.
We're in the
And-
middle of lockpicking lessons.
Yeah, we're in the middle of lockpicking lessons. What do
Just
you want?
57 fucking ticks just broken and scattered across the floor.
Are you learning well?
No.
That's okay. I mean, the start of getting at something good is to
So
be
you-
bad at it.
You gotta use your one hand to keep the tension on this part, just like you're turning it, and then you put this one in and you gotta
Half just punches
move.
the lock.
Just no, no!
Oh, I just read the chat. So much has been happening.
Oh,
Where have you
Sonic.
been?
If anything, he just keeps getting distracted because Sif is probably there and he's trying to have a conversation with Sif.
Well, Gob, I just wanted to say thank you.
Oh, welcome. What did I do?
Uh, the briefcase just confirmed what I thought was happening, and I
Oh,
thank you for not letting her get into my head like I thought she was trying to do.
I love
no
that
problem.
song.
And before she walked in, she summoned a rose on her staff of flowers, and she she's gonna put it near you and slowly walk out, stiff and awkward.
Gob turns to Hef and says, "What do I do with this?"
You caught me at a disadvantage where I have my mouth full of chips. What's happening?
Guy
Gob
gave
gave
Gob a
Gob a-
rose, and Gob doesn't know how to take care of flowers.
Oh, easy.
Or-
Half,
Or what happens when someone gives you a flower.
fucking makes it into like a little hair accessory for Gob. Puts it in. This is pretty.
Oh, thank you.
Mwah, beautiful. Chef kiss.
And
So I'm back. Did anyone else leave?
Uh, spiritually, yeah, I
Okay.
left.
That's fair. So who all is are you taking, Kulan? Just Kai?
are you taking Kulan
Sounds
just
less-
Kai?
Sounds less like Kulan is taking Kai and more like Kai's just going.
Yeah,
Okay.
I
that's
trail him.
So you show up to Cafe Prominence,
I
and
sure
you walk in and notice that the roster has changed, and Donovan is listed somewhere in the middle of it.
do. Is Chad working that day too?
Yeah.
Because when they come up to ask me who I want to be like, no, fuck Chad.
Chad?
No, actually, because you've asked for Chad a few times now, Chad automatically walks up to your table and asks, "Would you like me to serve you today?"
No, 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 no. Go.
Oh.
Please go.
Oh.
Go get Donovan.
Oh, who?
Can I just point to the wall?
Yeah, you can. And he just kind of like, here's who's working, and he hands you a list of the names that you had gotten before you consistently chose Chad for like 3 days in a row. And you don't recognize, like, Donovan is not listed there.
Is Thien Lau?
No.
Oh.
Shut up. You were so excited. I'm sorry.
What are the names?
Um,
Give me a list.
let me generate one real quick, because I actually don't have a list generated.
Steve,
You know what?
Chad,
I'll just
but-
save
Jim.
time. I'll just be like, point to the Donovan picture and be like, that one.
Oh, Dane. Okay.
Dane.
Shh, don't
Yeah,
mention
and then you
Dane?
recognize that the name Daen is listed on the names.
I just
Kulon
pat.
just full on, just his head just drops to the table.
I pat his shoulder like, I bet it's just.
And Chad walks out, and just you see him pass by someone who is speaking with another table. And about a minute later, Donovan walks over and just kind of smiles at you, and says, "Oh, I'm so honored that you chose me today. So, Can I get you and the lady anything to drink?
Oh my god. That's in game.
Yep, that's totally in game.
All
Kulon
right,
is staring open
I'll
mouth.
start y'all off with some waters, and I'll be right back. And he blows both of you a kiss, and then
Ooh.
turns around.
Kulon snatches Kai's.
Kai cringes away from it.
And he comes back with 2 waters and a folded up note. And you see him set the tray down and then adjust one of the drinks, and as he does it, he switches out the notes for a different one and turns around and pockets the other.
I read the note. I scramble for the note.
I lean over to Kulon to read it, but I also whisper, "Your husband's
There you go. It's in your thing.
hot."
Oh no.
What does it say, Kulon? I can't read it from over your shoulder.
Where'd she put it?
It should be like a handout somewhere under your character sheet, I bet. It says note from Donovan.
Nope, don't see it.
Oh, sorry. Wait. No, that's there we go. Filled out the wrong thing. There you go.
There we go.
And while this is happening, I'm gonna use the same like crowd noises.
I'm gonna keep an eye out, see who enters, what happens with the general public.
Okay. It's still pretty early for their hours of operation, but you see some people come in for a quick dessert and just kind of select a seat. And I'm gonna put this music on low just because I feel like it's appropriate.
No.
And about this time, Donovan, or Dane, walks back up to the table and just says, "Have you two decided on anything you're wanting to drink? I'd love to go get you something."
Brandy.
Kai's like side-eyeing the both of them, like, oh god, this is gonna be the thing, isn't it? Just give me some water, please.
All
Did
right,
you already
I'll,
finish the first water?
Yeah, no, she...
and so the rest of this is going to go about how you'd expect. How much money are you willing to spend on drinks and sweets and a tip?
All of it.
Okay.
Oh my god.
It's Donovan, of course.
He
I want
brings
him to
back
stay at the table as long as possible.
he brings back a bottle of brandy. And because you bought a bottle for 15 gold,
Oh!
he'll sit down and pour it for you before you drink it. And as he's sitting there, he just kind of whispers in your ear, "Hey, don't tip me. It's not mine anyways."
Oh, that's depressing. They're like, I don't even know how tipping works. What the hell is tipping?
It's when you give them extra cash.
Why would I give them extra cash?
It's for the servers.
Oh.
But he kind of like looks over and sees that you've read the note, and he kind of glances at it and says, "So sound good?" And he just kind of winks flirtily as he's standing up after he pours you a drink.
I guess it wouldn't matter. Kulon wouldn't care. He leans in and smooches him.
Okay.
I was gonna
Oh.
ask, is that even allowed? But I don't think Kulon cares or knows.
Oh god, is that allowed? Please say it's allowed.
And he kind of playfully pushes you away, but it doesn't seem like, it's not. So, so you spend all your money, what was it, 24 gold?
Yep.
Oh my god.
And because you are spending quite a bit of money, actually,
Kai just has her head in her hands, watching this. Oh my
Donovan
God.
catches on to what you're doing, and he just kind of keeps bringing you very small drinks after that, like champagne, little glasses of champagne, that kind of stuff.
Can I have him bring some cold tea for Hamlet?
Absolutely.
Oh, can I pet Hamlet?
Of
She has to
course.
be my therapy pig right now at this moment.
Of course.
Oh, she's like just in between us.
Yeah, no, she's sitting at the table with us.
So,
Human.
knowing what you know, how long are you staying?
Let me reread this again. Only about like an hour, because I have to book it back and grab some people.
Go on, what does it say? Just gonna lean over, look at the note. Is it in another
yeah,
language?
he answered the note.
Oh, okay. Great.
Yeah, you finish about half the bottle, and he corks it up and takes out one of those pieces of paper and puts it on top of the cork and pins it to the top, and it's your name with a little heart next to it. And before you leave, he just says, "All right, you two. I'm looking forward to seeing you two again. Come back and see me." He winks and then starts clearing the table.
Kulon makes like the most pathetic noise in the like face of the planet. As way of sadness and goodbye.
Oh, okay. Okay, come on, bud. Wraps your arm around me, like, pats your shoulder. Like, come on, bud.
Like, Kulon is walking backwards out the door. He's not breaking eye contact.
Okay. Oh, great. I'll get the door for you.
Yeah,
What's
the
the
moment we're outside, Kulon just whips around and is like shaking Kai. He's like, "Oh my god, he's alive! He's alive! He's alive!"
Yeah, no, I saw that. That's good for you, and I'm very happy, but I still don't know what the note said, but...
It said in, well, now it's gonna be about an hour. I don't know time. How does time work? If it said it was 2 hours when he first handed me that note, we still have like, he's doing like advanced math in his head. Like an hour left, right?
Yes?
Okay.
Visibly confused.
We gotta round up the squad. Or, I don't know, I gotta beg the squad.
Ow. I think I could think of a form of payment. What do you need?
He's gonna escape.
Okay. What does he need? Does he...
Okay.
Should we put him in the bag of holding and, like, escort him out?
No, oh.
I mean, we've done it before with
Done it
Laura.
before.
And it lasts about 10 minutes of breathing time. If we just ran, we could get him out.
True, but he's only gonna be tailed by like a few people, so we could also just
Kill them?
kill them.
Yeah. Okay. That sounds
So-
good. I don't want what happened to Nora to happen to Donovan.
Same? I
Because
especially do not want that to happen, and I tend to not let that happen.
As we're
Not
saying
letting
this, we're
things die
walking.
is kind of like a thing of mine.
It really is. Does he have a place to go afterwards? How long has he been planning this? Do you know?
Like, Kulon's so flustered, he just gives her the note. Do
So,
you mind?
are you guys walking back to
Oh
where
yeah,
you
we
guys
were
know the party to
walking
be?
back as we were talking.
By the way, what is the party doing tonight? Like the rest of you guys.
I'm having my lockpick session with Gob.
And you put it in here, and you use this
Mhm.
one to kind of hold the tension you see, and then this one's the one that is a little poking.
Okay,
As
interesting.
you guys are doing that, the door fucking slams open.
Jesus Christ, my lockpick!
Sans, holy fuck!
I'm sorry to disturb this, but we need help. As in, the whole gang together. Where's Saxus?
I don't
He's,
know. I'm not
his
his
room.
keeper.
In
Oh,
his
you're in the-
room.
Okay, good. Kulon, you wanna go get Saxus while we group up here?
Yeah,
Uh,
sure.
Are you wanting to share the note itself with everyone?
That's
Yeah,
Kulon's
yeah,
call.
because it has the map on it, so I have to show them anyway.
Okay.
Oh boy.
Oh. I just thought of Zaxus. Just like literally, unless someone comes for him, he's just in his room and everyone's like, where? Is he alive?
is Axis okay? Has anyone seen him in the last 12 hours? No? Oh god, he's dead.
Oh, don't do that to Kai.
He hasn't eaten or drank anything in 12 hours. Oh no.
He gets hyper focused.
He's been reading that book for 3 days straight. Someone help him.
Oh goodness.
Yeah,
Oh,
when
hold on.
Kulan goes to get Zaxus, he just kind of busts down the door and he's like, "Hello, my good friend."
What are you doing?
I like that. What are you doing? I'm sorry. It's such a good reaction. Kulan kind of quickly dashes over and he's all like, "Hey, group meeting. Please.
Okay.
Follow."
I don't know. Now it's kind of a bad time. See, I just got to a really good part in the book.
Slams the book closed.
Does Cop still have a rose in her hair? by the
That is
way?
not necessary. He's obliging. He's coming. Don't hurt his book.
Kulan's a little panicked at the moment. He'll apologize to the book later.
He'll apologize to the book later.
Have y'all come back in yet?
Apologize to the tree
Yes.
that it used
Yeah.
Yeah.
I already showed them the note. I hope that was okay. So
to be.
Kulan's man.
Oh, there it is. I didn't realize it was there.
So basically, he's gonna be tailed by just a few people. He drew me a path of where he's gonna be walking. He's gonna try and escape. We have to hide in an alleyway, and we yoink him, and then kill the other people. Or we find some way to be sneaky about it, but who knows about that?
Well, hey, like I said, we could have put him in the bag and just rushed through the city. Or get him through the tough parts and then take him out of the bag, because he only has like 10 minutes of time in there. Unless he wanted to like hold his breath for a long time.
Gob, you're sneaky.
And Gob also has the bag.
You're both sneaky and have a bag.
I'm just like hugging the bag.
You can keep the bag, but we need
I
another.
don't want to get in trouble with the mafia. I'm kind of working on something here.
Alright, can I borrow Sif then?
Oh,
I mean, I'm kind of on the same job.
But
I
Sif,
don't know
you
how-
can literally make yourself look like someone that's not you.
Wait, can you just do that for me?
I mean, I can certainly try.
I mean, at this point, you guys have about 45 minutes to pick a place and get there.
We
So,
only.
so I mean, no, I mean that's not. I'm not saying that's too little time. I'm saying that if you're wanting to try and spend like 15, 20 minutes to use a disguise kit or anything like that, better decide quick.
Is that what you want me to do then? Just see
Yeah.
if we could
Well, we're on a limited time base. How long do you think it would take?
I don't know. 15 minutes?
Okay. Gob, do you want to use my hood? No, I don't know. You need different clothes.
He said we're gonna ambush them, but if we could just, like, make him just disappear, they're gonna be weirded out, and yeah.
I have it! I have the dust of disappearance. You can just snort that.
you have to do what now?
Excuse me, back up.
Where did you? What?
You have what, and we're gonna do what with it?
Okay, so you know what cocaine is, right? I'm saying this in game. It's like this, but it makes you
Allegedly.
disappear. Trust me, cocaine's a wild time, but this is not cocaine. I don't know if you have to like lick it or snort it or like inhale it, but this can make you disappear.
Fuck it, let's go. Yeah. Let's snort cocaine. Come on, out the door. Let's find an alley.
I got cocaine, y'all.
Should you three stay here? You, Gob, Half, and Sif, you're working for the Mafia. Do you want to risk it?
If you give me some of that, I'll go.
Yeah, I want to be invisible too.
Oh God. Oh God.
Well, I think we could all try and split it among everyone evenly if we just do a
I'm
tiny
not
bit.
snorting anything.
Well, then
Um,
you can
anything.
Hey, Kai.
Yeah.
That's the best idea I've ever fucking heard.
Good.
There's only enough for one person. Is the like it's one dose. The little pouch is one dose, I believe.
So I'm half a person. So I can use this
Double a
twice.
person.
I think we should use this on Donovan or someone that could easily sneak in, slip him in the bag, and then run out.
Yeah, I think we should use it on the person who's gonna use the bag on him, because then
So-
that'll complete disappearing act. They'll
Gob,
have nothing to follow.
are you willing?
Okay. Yeah.
Okay, great.
Who's
Here,
willing
take the
to snort
cocaine.
this?
I am the sneakiest out of all of us.
Here,
Kind of my
I have a dollar bill already wrote up here.
job.
I rolled this
I'm
gold coin
so
so you can
stressed.
snort through it. I've invented a straw.
Do you have some gold for my troubles?
I have 4 silver, and other than that, if you go to my parents' house,
Alright,
you'll look for them
fine.
and get
Just
money for you.
give me the dust, damn it.
Here, take it, and I give her my dust. I don't
So
think you
my
actually...
job is to sneak in, put Donovan in the bag.
Yeah,
And
you
run?
have to hide in the alleyway, but you also have to let him know that you're there. So
Okay.
Wait, can't you like send
So
messages with people? Also, you
I
might
sure
want to like
can.
snort that whenever you're halfway there. I don't know how
Um,
it lasts exactly. Well, no, I studied it. How long
what?
does it
Hey,
last?
hey, guys.
Yeah.
What if we just make Sif turn Gob into Kulon, and then everything happens?
I don't think I can do that.
Can you not?
Guys,
No. The
we're so
spell is
limited
called
here.
Disguise Self.
Wait,
Gob is
y'all.
not myself.
So
I
here's
mean,
the thing.
just give me the bag. I'll try it.
If you want, you could just take the dust, run in there, throw it on you and Donovan.
I got it. I got it.
Okay,
I
you
got it.
it.
I got everything
She's
under
got
control.
it. Everything's fine.
I'm gonna give her the note with the
Let's
map.
boogie.
Wait,
Yeah, we gotta
going
go. We're out
on?
of time limit.
I'm so confused.
Don't worry, Elusive, you're not.
I'm just eating cookies.
You just need to kill someone, Elusive. That's all you need to know.
I'm gonna. Yeah. Okay. I'm gonna.
Wait, Gob,
It
Gob,
don't-
you
don't-
have to call out to him. Also, just assume that I've either drawn a picture of what he looks like, or
Here's what we're gonna do. If you tell me what he looks like, if I don't succeed, you guys should wait in another alley to ambush.
Yeah.
Just in case our sneaky plan doesn't work out, then our guns blazing plan is still, possible.
Yes,
Yeah.
but also I think you should take that whenever we're a lot closer, because it only lasts
Yeah.
about 10 or so minutes. But that should be enough time
Okay.
for you to slip in, sneak him away, and then run out.
Okay.
All right. Go.
Okay. So, our how much time did you guys use for that shit? It was probably 15 minutes or so, like
Yeah.
discussing all that kind of stuff. Okay, we'll call it there. So you've got about half an hour left.
Mhm.
You guys are right here, I believe. Yep. The Merry Reindeer.
Yep, and Kai's bolting it to the to the place.
Okay. So I'll say that you guys find plenty of suitable alleyways.
Mhm.
About where on this path would you want it to be?
Well, they're all gonna go a little ways like in the middle, and I'm gonna be closer to where he's coming out.
Okay.
Oh, I have my hood up and everything, like quote unquote incognito.
I have left my sweet baby plant and pig at home.
Unfortunate.
Oh, your pig definitely said, "Stay safe."
I
Oh.
smooch her. I smooch her little forehead.
So I know what Donovan. Right. Okay.
When you see him walk by, you should make pig noises.
I'm just gonna cast message and say that I'm working with you.
Alright.
So you're a friend of Kuon's, he'll definitely get that.
How big is Donovan compared to Kulon?
He's
Wait.
like 6'3".
Compared to Nora as well, who could fit in the bag because she was slender.
I'm still sad about Nora.
Well, there's nothing in the bag.
Well, it's not about that. It's about the mouth of the bag.
Ah.
I mean,
Is it not like one of those side satchels that you...
Yeah, with about a 1.5 foot diameter.
just
Got
like
it.
just like start from the head and go from there.
I love just putting people in bags.
So, if I'm hearing this
I'm
correctly,
gonna go with Gob.
Okay. So there's two people over like here-ish, probably,
Mhm.
Oof.
and then who wants to decide where this alley that you guys are picking is going to be?
Well, they're starting from here, right?
Nope, they're starting from here.
You're right. I'm dumb. Wait, who started?
Donovan is leaving here.
And he's going to the second hell.
Yeah.
Well,
Why?
not the second hell,
The entrance.
the place that you guys walked out of to the surface.
Okay. So, depending on where they tell him, we could start like from right here, work our way here, and then maybe here.
I feel like that's too
Too
big
spread
of a
out.
gap.
It is.
Yeah. Like,
What if we trail them? Make sure you're okay, like along the entire way, maybe. Or not everyone, but at least some people that are stealthy, like half.
So I do want to point out some things.
yeah.
He basically said, pick an alleyway and get my attention when I walk by.
That's why I said make pig noises.
So you guys walk along the path about 30 minutes before. So it's about a 15-minute walk in total. So you would be able to kind of walk by and then pick an alley before the 2 hours is up.
Okay.
So where is that alley?
Shit.
What about there?
I feel like that's too close. How about Gob's like right there?
Right
And
here?
we're like
Yeah.
over here. So that
Okay.
we know if things go south pretty quickly.
Okay.
I'm
That
gonna
works for me.
tell Sif to stay out of sight while I snort the invisibility cocaine.
Of course, of course.
You're just here.
Oh, it stings like a motherfucker.
Oh, great.
And then
Yeah,
you
that-
look at your hand and you realize you can still see it. And because you could only snort a little bit.
You had like the drip in the back of your throat.
Oh god.
The what? Is that a drug thing? What's going
Maybe
on?
Yeah,
don't
it's a drug
snort
thing.
it.
Throw it in the air.
You could
Like
throw it on
a
yourself, yeah.
Dust it over yourself.
Okay. I'm gonna do a
Yep.
pizzazz.
You dump the rest on yourself, and sure enough, that works.
Okay.
Because it's like
Just your nasal cavity was invisible.
half a palm's worth of dust.
You gotta
Okay.
be an avid coke user.
Kai looks to the side with a knowing smile.
Your insides are invisible, actually.
God, Gob, I don't know how you live this long without any lungs.
Got a mouth and nose. No, yeah, sure enough, you disappear.
Okay.
So roll me a stealth at advantage
Oh, lit.
for funsies.
With guidance.
Are you here?
I just assume I gave you guidance as we left.
Okay.
Oh, and everyone had a long rest. Several
Well, I
long
don't
rests.
think I need it.
Oh, you're right.
There you go.
Ooh, 31. Woo! She
Not
ceases to
bad.
exist.
Yeah.
She's the she's in the extra plane now.
That's when we hear a new blip in Discord, and Gob starts talking. So I'll go ahead and do this for elusive, I guess. There we go. All right, so I'm gonna bring you guys to the alleyway. Don't mind reusing maps. Sorry about that.
Wow.
It was just here, and I figured,
Wow.
you know, why not?
Put me behind my boxes.
Where's the cart?
Oh, not this again.
Please,
I
God, let me see in the dark.
Oh, is this what the rest of that map looked like when we got yoinked off the fucking road?
Yep.
Yeah.
It sure is.
Wow, this is my first time seeing it.
Which
Couldn't
roof was
see it.
Hacks?
Oh.
Oh, right
Yeah,
over
you pick
here.
This one right here.
Which
Good
I
time.
wanna like hover over the roof. Where are they coming from?
They should be coming from. Let me get my pointer out. Here we go. No snapping. There you go. From this way.
Ah, my bad. Let me
you-
get closer.
Are
Haha!
you in the DM? Wait, where?
It was up top at the top
Up at
of
the
the
top
map.
from the left,
Oh,
Okay.
okay.
like
Oh,
walking
are we
along
just
this
being
main
on
street.
roofs?
Hey,
Hell yeah.
Zaxxas, you can't sit up here. You're not a gargoyle.
Are you sure about that?
Kai's gonna stay in the dark, but
We can be
she's
pretty
gonna.
We're not in the
Awesome.
same alleyway, right?
We're not. Hey, Stiff.
Aren't you two like up there or something?
Like up the road a little bit. Like up.
Kai's gonna like use the darkness to her advantage with the cloak she has and sit over here peeking and watching them.
Just let us sit on the roof, okay?
But we're not in the same alleyway.
We're not.
No, that was
Kinda.
the plan.
No, this is
Okay.
for Gob and Sif.
That's fair. Oh my
I just
god.
need half to not get lost in the dark again.
Hold my hand.
Okay, so while you guys get yourself situated, basically like pick a spot to hide. Dom, you there?
Thank you for
I am
sending
here,
her.
but am I here really in game?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What?
Unless
Somebody
you
drag me
disagreed.
along?
Yeah.
No, okay.
Did you disagree to it?
No, I didn't vote.
Then you're here.
I'm here. Okay, good. I was
I mean,
like,
I
am I
just kind
really
of
the only
assumed
one? I was
If you wanna chill for this encounter, you don't have to be here.
I'm
You
good, I'm
just
good.
won't
I
get
just-
the XP.
I was just like, really, guys?
All right.
Elusive, come join us on the roof.
Sure.
So you guys on the roof. Sif, where are you hiding?
Gob, is that where you are? Is that like where you're gonna, I guess, come out from? I guess.
I'm invisible, so
Would you be
I guess-
following them from the alley, or from the street?
yeah.
What was your plan? Okay. I
I'm-
didn't know what your plan was. I thought it was like.
I'm looking out so that I can cast message and be like, "Hey, we're in the alley
Uh-huh.
to your right or left or whatever."
Okay. All right. Oh yeah, that's
Kinda-
right. You're invisible, so
Yep.
you just
Yeah.
wanna just kinda
I'm
be chilling.
tucking in here, not like obviously
Mhm.
hiding, but also not like, you know.
Here you go. I'll give you the ninja mask.
Same Naruto theme song plays in the distance.
Elusive, where do you want to hide?
Right
Yeah, you might want to get back a little bit. You're. There you go.
I'm in the sun.
Okay.
I am.
feel
It's
like
actually the sun is setting, so like there's a little bit of color in the sky, but the lamps are lit.
I am under the canopy.
Oh, Zaxxas, switch
But-
places with me, so you're under the canopy.
I didn't want to
yes,
do the
of
whole like
course.
You are a
darkness.
giant golden
The
dragon.
very yellow dragonborn. Yeah.
Bright yellow dragon.
Where
You guys
the
on the
fuck did that
roof.
go?
Give me a stealth check. No guidance, just a stealth check.
Yes, the good old stealthy check.
Ooh,
Oh,
ooh,
shit.
nat
Oh,
20!
damn!
Where's my stealth? There it is.
No. Oh, okay. I thought that was
God.
gonna be a not one.
Oh my god.
I am at
Perfectly
fucking home,
balanced.
as something should be.
Yes.
You guys are like perfectly hidden by the bushes. You've gathered the bushes and kind of stuck them in the bottom of your pants so that your feet on the roofs are hidden. And Zaxxas is kind of he's
There you
done
go,
the
buddy.
same, but his head is poking out of the tree.
Listen, I'm very pointy.
And tall and bright.
I put some leaves on his horn so it's less conspicuous.
I'm a branch.
Okay, so
Can I use some druid craft to make him look more like a tree?
I'll say that you can like kind of cover him a little bit in vine so that he's not quite so reflective.
Okay.
Roll me a d4, Zaxxas.
Okay.
We'll consider that a guidance assist.
Kulon is just watching Half and Elusive try to
Wait.
make Zaxxas look like a fucking
You guys
tree.
are literally the Homer Simpson fading into the bush gif.
Color scheme and all. So the time comes, and Donovan walks by the alleyway.
I
Is that
cast
Jesus?
message, and I'm like, "Stop! We're in the alley over here, to your right or left. I don't know which way you're walking from. God."
All right, and yeah, he's walking from this side, so it would be on his right.
Okay.
But he's kind of like meandering along, and anyone who can see the alley, you want to give me a perception check? Also, Sif, where the fuck are you hiding?
I'm like tucked in here, kind of.
Okay.
Perception.
Can I
So
see?
yeah.
You said roll
I'm
perception.
blind.
We're all blind here.
Wait, all of us?
Anyone who can see the see outside of the alleyway.
Can we see? Can I see?
I'll say I'm peeking around the corner.
I feel like us
Um,
rude people can.
Yeah. Kulon, you see him. Oh, that's so cute. You see him kind of come around the corner, and then Gob sends him a message, and he kind of like looks around and stops and picks something up off the ground, and then he stops and looks behind him, and then darts into the alley. Just kind of like darts immediately around the corner. He gets about to there. Kulon,
Mhm.
you see someone kind of step, like, run forward and hide behind the tree and take a look into the alleyway. And he pulls out something from a pouch and whispers something into it. And then you see two more guys run around the corner.
No, go
Enemy
back up.
spotted.
So,
I'm gonna kill them.
God,
Mm-hmm.
when Donovan ducks into the alley, I would like to pass without a trace.
Okay.
Just for anyone else who needs to know.
All right.
Oh
So you
my
just
god.
pass without a trace, and with the sun setting, there's plenty of shadows, and they seem to become like almost inky around you guys. But that's not what I wanted. There we go. Remove all turns. Clear that shit. Can I get some initiative as I change the music?
Oh boy.
Oh boy.
Oh, hey, can we save those nat 20s half? Thank you.
We're about to get all the nat ones.
Why do I roll 2 6s in a row? What the fuck? Eat my ass. Is this?
I don't think she's into that.
She could be. You don't
You don't
know.
know.
How are you gonna speak for her? Are you her
The
oracle?
hive mind.
You don't know.
Oh
I
shit.
don't know.
Here we go. Let me get.
Fodiami is just this.
There we go.
It's her side gig.
Wait, because Gob's invisible, does that mean she gets sneak attack on every turn?
Whenever she attacks, she becomes visible again.
Oh.
So you can't snort this cocaine dust and then just start punching people like a madman.
Unfortunately, no.
Is that a different type of cocaine that I need, or
Yeah, no. I used to supply that.
Kai?
I think that's just heroin.
It's just PCP.
Why do you all know so many drugs?
Wouldn't you like to know, cop man?
Well, when when everyone was being gathered for this session, Tay suck us out because he knew that we were all recovering drug addicts.
Wow.
Surprise!
Is it a surprise?
Hey,
Oh my
please
God.
don't do drugs.
For you, no.
I
You're the
hope
one who
so.
shouts, "I've got cocaine, y'all."
It's a personality trait.
It's a
Alright.
person.
So, they start dashing around the corner. Kulon, you see one of them sending some kind of message spell to someone, and while hiding behind a tree. And Donovan kind of sits there and then tries to jump behind the wall. By the time these guys are catching up to you guys, to him. So, half. You're in the trees, seemingly unnoticed. What's your play?
It's really unfortunate that I got the highest initiative here, because I don't want to betray my position, and I need Gob to do something first. So I'm gonna have to pass, real quick.
Okay.
You can hold your action.
I'll
for-
hold my
Either-
action. Yes. Thank
What
you.
action are you gonna hold?
A tackle. Can I hold a tackle? Just a jump and a tackle.
Sure. If anyone comes up to the roof, you can tackle them back down.
Now this is my roof.
All right. Kulon.
Okay, so are we committed to actually fighting these people?
I'm gonna kill them.
We have pass without trace active, so we've basically got two routes. We can either try to sneak out or we can just fight them.
That's why I'm asking the group at large. What are we doing?
I do have an invisibility potion.
So
Oh,
maybe
hold on.
maybe sneaky do first.
Okay.
Maybe let them, approach this man, and then just kind of destroy
You're
them.
approaching me.
Oh.
I'm gonna fight because they're too close for me to
True.
sneak Donovan away.
Maybe sneak Donovan away, but like just step behind him and then juke, and then just
Alright.
stab him. You know?
I also want their walkie-talkie.
True.
Let's go get it.
New phone, who does?
Alright.
I'm gonna peek around the corner and I'm gonna use Druidcraft to create a bunch of vines that kind of grab Donovan and sort of gently guide him towards me.
Okay.
Oh yeah, it's fine guidance.
Fine guidance, yeah.
I'll say that like you make
They're not
one
like-
vine come out of the wall, like one of the cracks in the wall, and brush by him and grow towards the corner.
Yeah.
And he sees that growing and kind of starts looking around the corner. Anything else on your turn?
I don't know. I'm gonna. No.
Okay.
If we're gonna.
All right,
listen-
go.
No.
Is
I mean,
he
you can
like
still
out
move
in the
if you want.
street? To where
Yeah,
people
he's
can
hiding
see?
behind that tree. Like he was peeking out from behind the tree, and you see him like put that stone back into a pouch at his side.
But is there like people out?
There's a few people walking by.
Okay. I'm not gonna attack him, that would be rude.
Scar these people for life.
I'm just gonna start boogieing closer to Sif, I guess.
Okay.
Wait for them to approach. Anyone gets close, I'm gonna stab them.
Okay.
Shank, shank.
Kai, what are you up to?
Okay. Is it possible for me to jump up onto the roof here?
Roll me an athletics check.
Jesus.
Yeah. You find that the roof is a little bit lower than is safe, probably, especially since there's a few boxes and a very small fence, sorry, not a fence, a window ledge that you can hoist yourself up onto and get onto the roof.
I'm gonna sneak my way to right here. So
So-
I'm gonna right here
All right, roll me a stealth check.
with what does
It's
it
not
have?
at advantage, it's just plus 10.
Oh, shit.
With disadvantage, plus 10.
Disadvantage?
So yeah, roll one more stealth check at normal, and we'll take the lowest of the two. Okay, so yeah, 22 stealth. Pretty easy. You're good.
Okay, and I wanna. Was that my action? That was just my movement, right?
I mean, I'll say it was kind of a bonus action to really hunker down and move slowly.
Okay,
So
well,
your movement
as
and bonus action.
my action, I want to reaction. If someone comes right here, I want to jump down and hand axe them in the head.
Okay. All right, so it's Donovan's, and he.
Oh wait, I'm sorry. I don't mean to interrupt, but I have
Yeah.
my hood on and everything. I want to make sure they don't see any of my skin and all that.
Okay. So on Donovan's turn, he's sprinting and he pauses briefly to kind of turn around and just continue running into the alleyway.
Do I
And
kill
he-
Donovan? Oh no.
And he ducks back into the into this corner and hugs it immediately, and just leans over to you, Kula, and goes, "All right, fuck him up. When they get here, fuck him up." And that's his turn. He's gonna hold his action. And elusive,
Yeah.
it's your turn. What you doing?
So what I want to do is kind of stay like right here, get like a good point where I can see everybody,
Mm-hmm.
right? And then I'm gonna draw let's see, 1 second. Okay, yeah. I'm gonna draw my light crossbow.
Okay.
Just ready it. And also take out my javelins and like put them behind me.
All right. Cool. Yeah, you take out some javelins and you wedge them underneath a shingle.
Yep.
All right. Okay, and now it is their turn.
Come close to me, fucker! I dare you.
And he's going to sprint right here
No.
and turn the corner, and then he's going to he's going to sit there and see Donovan kind of hiding behind this fey elf, and he holds out his hand, and you see him do some kind of hand motion, and then he draws a short sword and a dagger, and and that's while he's doing that, this dude is also running up behind him, pulling out a dagger, actually 2 daggers, and he gets around the corner. Like, he gets right here, so that he can see Donovan, and he chucks.
Ow.
Oh,
Do I
shit.
get to attack him? Because he's in
You
my
do.
range. Yes.
But this is happening simultaneously, so he's gonna go ahead
Okay.
and throw that dagger. Oh shit. Okay. Um.
Well,
So-
it's a good thing I have a thing that stops that.
Yeah, you do. Don't you? Okay. So
Yoink.
all right.
Fuck.
Yeah. So d4.
Wait, do I get advantage because it's a sneak attack or not?
You do. You are invisible. So
Hell yeah.
so Donovan is going to be looking at Kulon and just kind of like waiting for someone to approach him, and these two guys round the corner. Actually, he's gonna run right here too. These two guys round the corner. One of them does some kind of hand motion, and then the other swings around and like just chucks a dagger. And all right. Yep, that hits. Go ahead and roll sneak attack damage too.
Oh, for fuck's sake. Are you kidding?
14.
2 nat ones in my sneak attack.
Oof.
Ugh.
Oh, okay. And you become visible again.
Sup?
Sup, fucker?
So he flies around and you stopping quickly. So the damage that into his ribs is minimized by not a perfectly 90-degree angle into them. So he takes damage. And last dude is going to run in here as well. And as he gets here, you become visible, and he's like, "Oh shit!" and he jumps in. He's going to do his. Ooh. You gonna roll a d20?
Hell yeah, I do.
With pleasure.
Oh, that's high.
Oh shit! Okay.
Fall on your ass.
There we go. Okay. Fumble charts. There we go. Melee fumbles. Okay. Yep. So he so he like tries to swing at you, but it's kind of a rushed thing, and you just barely tap his weapon, and it swings down and hits himself in the leg, dealing 10 damage.
Oh,
I'm gonna laugh at him.
He just shut up.
Oh, I just got the sword. I'm not used to it yet.
Right. Sif, you've got 3 people in the alley. What's your play?
I most certainly do.
Eat
Have
them.
3 people in the alleyway. I would like to cast blindness, deafness.
Okay.
At
What
a
saving throw am I rolling?
3rd level. Good question. Let's see. I'm casting it at 3rd level. Constitution saving throw.
Okay. So, which 2 are you targeting?
Gonna target that lad. And this
Okay.
guy here is looking at Donovan, right?
Yeah.
This one's looking at Gob.
Yeah.
So this guy and this guy.
Okay. So for the first one that you clicked, nope. And second guy, yep. So
All right. So the one that didn't pass, I want to blind him.
okay. There you go.
They're really having an unlucky time.
They really are. Anything else on your turn, Sif?
Nothing I think I can do. I can't really like stealth out of here, can I? That guy right next to me.
I mean, who knows?
I can certainly try. Let's try. A little bit of.
How are you gonna stealth out of here?
Kind of just want to see, because he's currently looking at Donovan, so I'd like to just kind of see if I can stay out of his cone of vision.
Okay.
Just lean further to the boxes with
All right.
your bright white.
If only it
scales.
was stone, and I had melded into stone.
All right. So let's see.
See that
Roll
stealth
that stealth.
check?
Please
And
roll
we'll-
that 20.
Oh!
That That's even better.
Oh!
It's so funny.
Even with passed without trace, it's still
So-
donkey doo-doo dicks.
You lean, and
Donkey dude.
I don't like that.
so you lean, and you make the noise that you did. You just kind of
And the boxes topple over.
yeah. You hit a box, and the lid falls off, and just kind of goes bang. So, Zaxxas.
Okay.
You know what you gotta do, honey.
So I need to know something.
Mm-hmm.
Can I cast fly on myself and also take someone with me, like hold them in the same turn?
Well, hold on. Let's look at something real quick.
Mm-hmm.
What is Fly's thing?
It's
So,
an
um,
action.
And it is a 3rd level spell naturally, right?
Yes.
Okay. I would say that you can, but instead of a 60 feet fly speed, you would have like a 20 foot.
Okay, well then let me see a distance. I mean, it's enough.
Unless you're carrying half, in which you would have full movement speed because mount rules apply.
What?
Well, this applies to
Because if it's a
elusive or
creature
half-
that's one size larger than you, it has its normal movement speed.
Okay. Well, this would have to come down because Zaxxas would cast fly on himself, and then he would like ask if either one of these two wanted to come with him.
Half
How about
wants to
both?
go. Half wants to go.
I can't take you both.
Damn, alright.
Okay.
I'm gonna like hold up my crossbow and be like, I'm good here.
Then half's hopping on. Let's go.
Death from above.
Just drop
my
me on this
God.
motherfucker. My tackle is coming into action, bitch.
I want Zaxxas to fly from rooftops along this arrow and just drop half.
Going on a bombing run. Holy shit.
Yeah.
Okay.
Now he's on the other.
Who am I dropping on?
Where do you want to drop? Like somewhere here.
Oh, where am I?
Wherever
God,
you want.
that was the weirdest
You
icon
can
fight.
literally maybe drop on somebody.
I want to drop here. Ow. Here.
Okay.
Do I
So,
still have a bonus action?
Yeah, you do. You do still have a bonus action.
Okay, then to make it even cooler, Zax is gonna have just like a giant halberd as he's flying.
Okay. So half. First of all, I need you to make me an athletics check.
Mm.
Ooh.
Can we
Yep.
save the nat 20s though?
And now I want you to make an attack at advantage.
Oh. Oh.
Ooh.
Nice. You definitely hit. So, which you said this guy?
Yeah, that guy, the one that
Okay.
hurt himself with his own sword.
Yep. Yeah, he definitely wasn't really paying much attention. So you fall down and karate chop his fucking neck, and then stick the landing. And he just kind of, what the fuck?
And I bow down. I have to do a bow. I've got to be like, woo.
All right, and that was your held action. So half we're back.
Hey, what's up? What's good, God? I'm gonna go punch that dude I just beat up again.
Okay, go for it. That hits. That hits. Okay.
How's he looking?
Not terrible. Like
Not
he's
terrible?
taken a beating, but the only place he's really bleeding is his leg that he fucking stabbed.
He's taken everything like a champ.
Yep.
Give me 1 second.
You do see the rage like building in his eyes.
That's his own damn
Punch
fault.
him again.
Can I, even though I've already done my punches, can I still spend a key point for a stunning strike?
Yeah.
Oh.
And it would be a con save, right?
Yeah.
What's that do? Oh. Well, I guess I'll never find out.
He succeeds on that one.
He
What
sure
happened to my
does.
character sheet? So many things have changed.
You know, but with that, I'll end my turn.
Okay. I'm not gonna take your bonus action.
You know what? You're right. What should I do as a bonus action, gang?
I don't know if you're
Give
just
me
gonna
a
sit
high
there,
five.
punch him in the face.
Oh, can I stab him in the face and or the
Yeah.
leg? Where he's already been
Absolutely.
stabbed? Never mind. We're not gonna do that, actually.
He sees you put some effort into that second punch, and then you hesitate before you take out your dagger and try and slash at him. And, doesn't work so hot.
I was also giving Gob a high five. It was a thing.
It's true. Okay.
It was a
Kula.
1-2 punch of trying to do shit.
Well, okay. First, I'm going to make some seeds, shake my hair, and I'm just gonna
Okay.
hand them to Donovan and be like, "Here, use this." Just throw them at people.
All right.
Well, throw them at the people obviously attacking us. The rest are my friends.
All right. If you say so. Yeah. Puts them in a pocket.
And then I am going to cast Spirit Guardians.
Okay. There we go. You want to put that in chat so I can read it one more time on the stipulations on when it happens?
There we go.
Okay. Okay, unaffected creature. Okay, so I need 3 wisdom saving throws, right?
Okay.
Oh,
Here
never
I
mind. It's on the
go.
first. It's on the first. No. It's on the. It's on their turn. They need to make a wisdom saving throw.
Also,
You guys are good. I can tell it who not to attack.
yeah. I could be like, don't kill those ones.
I said it to Donovan,
I
and I
was
turned
just
to the Spirit
joking.
Guardians and said the same thing.
It was for the meme.
All right. Anything else
Good
on your
news,
turn,
half
Coolin?
passed. No, that's that.
Okay.
That guy's blind. He's gonna try and whip at me, so I'm gonna go over here.
Okay. He hears you moving, so he's gonna make a very shitty attempt at disadvantage to swing. Yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty
No!
shitty. By 1 point.
Earwig.
All right. So Gob.
I'm gonna bonus action disengage and make my way around to this guy's other side.
Make your way downtown.
So that I get my sneak attack,
Okay.
swashbuckler shit, and then I'm gonna attack.
Attack and flanking.
Yeah, that hits.
Nice. Oh, let's see if I roll on at 20. I didn't, but.
It was worth a shot. So that'd be 18.
How's your leg?
He's not
How's your
looking so
neck,
hot.
bitch?
You kind of jump off to the side, and the guy who threw a dagger is more concerned with Donovan and his friend, who is now kind of like swinging around blindly. And this guy is too slow to react, so you stab him in the side, and he kind of crumples over a little bit in pain.
I'm winking at him.
And you look at him, and then he looks at you. And,
You look at him, and he looks at me.
There's a moment. All right, Kai, what are you doing?
Jump on that blind bitch.
All right. How are you wanting to do that?
Egg?
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 I was talking.
Why do you have a picture of Nora open? Hello?
I will be
I'm
right
mad.
know why.
I will be right back. I require water.
I kid you not. I explained everything, and Tay said, "So how do you want that to happen?" I said, "Exactly."
Well,
So dumb. Anyways, I said that I was gonna walk over here, and you know how Reinhardt's in Overwatch do like hammer down from above?
Oh
my
god.
you're gonna hammer down.
Can
Can you
Yeah.
say hammer down? Can you invent that here?
Also, I was asking, do I have any more boom vials left, or did I use all of them? Because I used them like twice.
hold on, let me see real quick. Arsonist hammer.
I'm literally killing these people for Nora, okay?
I'll say you've loaded your last one into it.
Cool, I'm gonna go boom.
Okay. So roll me an athletics check real quick. Okay, yeah. You have advantage on the attack. Actually, you would have had advantage on the attack before. So but yeah, so let's roll with advantage your attack. And then he will roll at disadvantage.
I
his
wanna
dex save.
boom. You motherfucker. What do I do? Just roll attack?
Yep, at advantage. That hits though. So he's gonna take half damage from the boom. Because he gets hit and then he kind of rolls backwards. Actually, yeah. So you hit him. There we go. 13 damage. Seems to do a little number on him. He hears the yell and kind of gets hit in the shoulder. And as he's doing that, he jumps away. And roll that fire damage.
How again?
It's 3d6, I believe.
Oh.
All right. And he jumps out of the way.
Oh, I have multi-attack.
Okay.
I wanna not go boom, but I wanna try and swing at him again.
Okay. Yeah, that hits. He's still blind, so you have advantage. So go ahead and roll and see if you got a crit.
Oh.
A normal one. There. Okay. So yeah, you hit him, and he takes a decent chunk of damage. Good God.
Wait, oh. God, it's too late.
For what?
Divine Smite.
It's not too late.
Can I?
Yep, you can pump a divine smite into that.
How?
Roll 2d8. All right.
You and your threes.
No
Yeah.
kidding. He's starting to look kind of rough. Kai jumps down and roughs him up.
Oh yeah. Let me.
Okay.
And as my did I use my bonus action?
No.
Wait, I'm trying to see this. Let me open my thing. What does this say? I want to try. Wait, is this a bonus action? No, that's an action. I'm sorry.
Oh my god, get it together.
All right.
Channel Divinity.
You will.
Yeah, and in Orcish, I'll say, this is for Nora.
Okay. So it's Donovan's turn. And Donovan is going to, with his, with the seeds in his pocket, he's going to, hold on, let me, all right, he's gonna run over here and just whiz by this guy, which I guess will provoke an attack of opportunity at disadvantage, which misses. So he's gonna swing a huge fucking fist. Oh,
Who is the blind one?
Put the seeds on your knuckles.
No, on this dude
Oh.
He should just hold the seats.
at advantage.
Oh,
Sorry, there we go.
Oh, God,
What's that, crony pal Mitch? A bonk on the head.
oh my god.
Shaggy?
And after that, okay, let me read this real quick. Fuck, where is it? Yep. And he's going to attack one more time, but because he's Donovan, he's not going to attack. He's going to try and grapple.
I don't know what this is about Donovan.
He's a top.
It's because he's Donovan.
All right, so he punches him on the like he uppercuts him once into the chin, and this guy like he reels back a little bit, and Donovan uses that to like grab him by the arm and put him in a full Nelson, and just kind of all right, fuck him up, and points at and just kind of braces. He's grappled. There's the icon that I wanted. Okay. Elusive.
Yes. Okay.
Sniper. in
So-
this case.
I'm gonna walk to like right here, and is this guy trapped?
He is grappled.
Grappled.
By Donovan. Yep.
Okay. Now, I'm gonna try to like aim for the
So he's kind of like he's got his back this way right here.
you know, what do you think would disable him, not kill him? Like the most. Nothing below the belt.
Shoot him in the dick.
True.
Shoot his pee off, Elusive.
Aim for the PP. Aim for the.
He needs that.
He doesn't, not after
Wait, do I get advantage on it
Advantage?
because he's grappled?
You do.
they,
Wow!
they don't call this light
Alright.
crossbow the PP puncher for nothing.
Oh my god.
Dick bolt. Cocked and loaded. Let's go.
Poor man.
Fuck off.
I fucking hate you. I'm leaving.
So pure.
Locked, cocked, and ready to rock. Let's go, lads. So yeah, you do some pretty severe damage to somewhere around the groin.
Does
Oh,
he
no.
The
scream?
balls.
That is the question.
If you shoot it through the PP hole,
Oh, yeah.
that's extra points.
He screams.
Oh!
Oh no!
Nat
Oh, no.
20, he's now inducted into the sounding fan club.
No! Everything about this needs to stop.
Yeah, sorry, that was a bit too far. I said the groin area. I didn't say his dick. All right.
Okay, I still have another attack, right?
Yeah, you do.
Now, I want to. Is javelin like a full attack or is it a bonus action? I'm kinda...
It's an attack. It's an attack. So your action is 2 attacks, and
Yeah.
since you've already shot your crossbow, you would have to spend a bonus action to load it.
Wait, what? To load it?
Yeah.
Okay,
It
okay.
has the loading property.
So, on my way down here, I had already grabbed my javelins. I just forgot to mention it, right? You know?
Yeah, that's fair. I don't mind.
What?
I don't mind.
And I'm gonna throw one directly at his like shoulder area.
Okay.
Wait 1 minute. Fuck. Okay. And I'm gonna aim for his arm.
All right. Okay, that hits. All right. So you hit him in the shoulder, like, a little left of center, or a little right of center for the heart.
Okay.
And Donovan just kind of, oh, holy shit! Watch where you're shooting at. Goddamn. And,
Key was to not hit you. And then I'm gonna reload. I'm gonna drop my tuck them into like a shingle, and then reload my light crossbow.
Okay. So it's their turn now, and I guess that means that they have to roll wisdom saving throws. So from left to right. There we go.
Yes.
Gamers,
Alright.
it just all went
Mine-
downhill.
Minus
So,
2. It's a 2. So 860.
So what's the damage on that again?
Oh god.
Um,
I think I rolled it already.
Yeah, 13.
13.
Okay. All right, and they are half speed, half movement speed. This guy up here is going to disengage. And oh fuck, hold on, let me 30
Come back,
feet.
you little bitch.
Advanced. See, there we go.
Oh my god.
So that's Kulan's little aura thing that he's got going on.
Come on, can you
Um,
step 2 feet to
oh,
the
fuck, hold on.
right, please?
I gotcha.
2 hops this time.
Bonk, bonk,
Slide to the left.
bonk.
Don't slide to the right.
Everybody, clap your hands.
And he's gonna pull out. He already has his dagger out, and he is going to he's gonna toss it at Gob.
Oh,
Don't you touch her.
That's fair. I have been taunting him.
Yeah.
Row.
It hits.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So you take 21 points of damage.
Wait. Hold on. What's it called? Dodge. My uncanny dodge.
All right. So you take 10 points of damage. 7 of which is necrotic, and 3 of which is piercing. As you notice that his hands are kind of like sucking the light out of the air. Like there's a little bit of a dark film around them, and you look down at the dagger and notice that it's got kind of the same thing. That's now it feels like it's just sucking the energy out of you.
Well, that's cool. How'd you do that?
I want that dagger. Doesn't answer, and
That's rude.
this dude is going to try and stab at Donovan.
I
And
thought we were
disadvantage.
bonding.
Who's
Disadvantage.
stabbing at Donovan? The blind guy?
The guy who's grappled by Donovan.
Gotcha.
And then he's going to roll an acrobatics to try and get out, and he does not.
Oh.
What a beefy boy.
Sure enough, Donovan is still holding him steady with a javelin in his shoulder and an arrow in his groin. And this dude is blind as fuck, but he's still going to try and like dash
Oh,
away.
you come back, you little
He
bitch.
didn't run into a building? That's impressive.
He knows where he was running. He just kind of like takes off this way. Kai, if you want to
Opportunity?
attack for opportunity attack, yeah,
Please.
go for it. That does hit.
Oh my god.
Okay.
I'm fueled by rage.
why did you do so much damage?
That's why she's got the picture of Nora up.
So is blindness deafness a constitution check to try and get rid of it, or is it just he's blind now?
Blindness, deafness.
Doesn't it last for like 1
Choose
minute?
One creature you can within range to make a con saving throw. At the end of each of its turns, the target can make a Constitution saving throw. On a success, the spell ends.
That does not work, does it?
Nope.
Yep. Because your DC is 15, right?
Yep.
Okay. All right, Sif, it's your turn.
You know, I thought I had something in mind that I wanted to do,
Okay.
and then I didn't. and now I might.
But you didn't.
I want to guiding bolt the one that's not the one that doesn't have any fucking status ailments except a wounded ego.
Okay. Yeah, that hits.
Oh
Hey,
my
I
God.
said some harsh words.
Like, give me my damage, game. Oh,
Yeah.
hey,
Oh,
gotta
wounded
click that.
ego.
Wow, you really rolled shit for damage, didn't you?
Mm,
That's so sad.
This
He's
is
looking real
Welcome
rough.
to my life.
And kind of like an anime or a video game, you hit him with the guiding bolt, and he kind of like stops in his tracks for like half a second, and then all of his wounds start to glow as he's still trying to boogie.
You better run.
You coward.
Everyone who tries to attack him has advantage now, right? Or some shit.
Yep, the next person to attack
The
him
next
has
person.
advantage.
I'm fucking coming for your ass, bitch.
I'm just gonna call out to everyone to not let them escape.
Yeah, I'll just give the grapple guy a little wink, and I'll.
No, I was thinking of letting them go.
God, now
they
it's not
seem
the
like
time.
good enough guys. Yeah, I'm gonna give the grapple guy a little wink, and then I want to give him a bonk with the torchlight staff if I can do that. that
Guiding
wouldn't-
bolt was
that'd
an
be-
action.
Yeah, that'd be an action. Can I bonus action just unarmed strike?
Yeah, I'll say you can.
Hit him like
Why
this,
not?
Sif, like this.
And with half's guidance, I unarmed attack. What's the roll for that?
Just strength plus proficiency, d20.
Huh?
1d20
1d20.
plus your strength, which I
Damn it,
believe is
that might
0.
be- we're too far
Oh, it's 2. Okay, so it's gonna be 1d20 plus 5.
Plus 5. Fucking.
Yep.
The first time in the entire campaign, Sif punches somebody.
It was the monk guidance. Come on now.
And you do 3
So
points of
proud of
damage
them.
because that's, you know,
Wow.
1 plus your strength. I'll say it's not even like a punch. It's more of a like, you look at him and just kind of twist the javelin.
Yeah. Let's go with that. I will
Right.
end my turn.
All right, in defense mode. Xaxis,
Yeah.
you're flying around at the speed of sound.
He's flying over to the baddie over here.
Oh god.
Oh, I love you.
Like
Vroom,
Goku
vroom.
style. Pick him up and
It's
drop him
amazing
back
how
on
well
the ground.
Xaxis can fly when he's sober.
Okay, and then I'm gonna use 2 weapon attacks.
Okay.
I get advantage, right?
No.
Isn't this the guiding bolt, man?
Oh, yep. On the first one, you get advantage. Sorry.
Oh, okay, so one's at advantage, and then
That
the
hits.
other one's normal.
Go ahead and roll damage on that one. On that first one.
Oh.
Yeah, he's
Okay.
dead.
Oh.
Nice.
Yeah,
How
he
far
just-
did I move? Hold on. I was like over here. Okay, can I go right next to this dude now and hit him with the
Yeah,
other
you
one?
can like just kind of swing around a little bit.
I mean, technically, if I landed here, I can hit them both.
Yep.
Okay. Oh, I gotta hit the damage for that other one.
Didn't you summon like a glaive?
I summoned a halberd.
Okay, well that still has reach, so you could hit him regardless. You have a 10-foot reach with that.
I want magic weapons. Hello.
And then the other one also does 10.
Yep. He's dead too.
Oh.
Nice.
Clean up crew.
And then I'm gonna
Flying
go back to
in.
the roof.
Okay.
Just perches on the chimney like a goddamn gargoyle.
Man, I loved the gargoyles as a kid. Never thought I'd actually meet one.
All right, half.
Oh, hey.
Your go.
Can I just... Oh, don't go inside with him. Can I just beat that dude up? Do I have advantage since he's grappled?
Yeah, you do. And he's
Okay.
flanked.
Oh,
Yeah.
buddy.
Double advantage.
Okay. Half.
Unlucky 13.
Get
No.
your shit together.
Doesn't work. That one does.
I was trying to
Okay.
figure out how to, get past Donovan. I don't want to hurt him. And then I'm gonna spend a key point to do some more punching because it's my favorite
Okay.
activity.
This poor man's just grappled and getting just.
One of them hits.
Again, me and Donovan were trying to figure out, like, we were like, oh, no, can you move your, okay, here, let's do that,
He keeps trying to turn this guy towards you and like kind of angle him down, but he keeps slapping you with the javelin stick and it's distracting.
Like, can you stop? Donovan, I appreciate the help, but if you can just hold him.
Literally, just fucking, just hold him still.
Right. Kulon, this dude is looking like hell right now, by the way.
Okay, yeah. I'm gonna use Toll the Dead on him.
Okay. Wisdom save, right? Oh, wait. That was a 19. He actually passes that. I'm sorry. I forgot to take the thing off.
God damn.
Sorry.
Alright, backup plan. For my bonus action, I'm going with Spiritual Weapon.
Okay. All right. Well, let's bring that ribbon out.
Yoink.
Where's the beautiful ribbon? There it is.
Yay! Alrighty. Oh, I should actually click it, shouldn't I?
Yep, you should.
Okay, one second. There's it there.
Yeah, you hit, and there's no way you don't kill him.
I still want to do it anyway.
Give him a real mean paper cut.
Wait, hold on. Yep, there we go. That's enough.
Just slice it against his
And whenever the ribbon wraps around his throat and pulls away, it leaves a cut along his throat, and he falls dead. So,
Trans rights, everyone.
Is combat still going on?
no.
Because
You guys. You guys.
Why do I have a big
kill all of them?
circle over it?
Oh, because that's your aura of protection.
Oh, okay. It scared me. I wanna
lose some corpses.
I wanna loot this one.
From
Okay.
up here, does Axis see anything? Like people?
Roll a perception check. But
And I don't really want to loot. I want to look at something that I could like take from this man and like a trophy.
Yes, Cobb, do you want to share the corpse?
I want the dagger.
you want the dagger?
I just want the dagger.
Why do you get? You got a cool weapon. I want the dagger. Cobb,
Alright.
please.
I'd like
You
to
look at
pick
it, and the dagger is normal right now.
Oh.
But at the end of this guy slumps down dead after this spectral ribbon leaves his throat, and he just kind of like sets him down. And Donovan's like, "All right, we gotta hurry. I bet they called for backup, didn't they?"
I'm gonna jump off the roof gracefully
Okay.
and
Oh yeah, Luis was up there.
sidestep that.
Ah,
and then
Jesus Christ! Where the fuck
Can
did
I-
you come from?
Can I salvage my javelin and?
Yeah,
knock
it's
the
easy
arrow?
enough.
Kept poking me in the eye socket.
Can I go pick up half and just fly around?
Hey, I'm looting a corpse here. Hold on.
After you're done.
All right. So we're going to pick up next time with Donovan's next actions.
What did I
Oh.
find?
Get him the fuck away.
Donovan's escapades.
Did I find anything on this man?
Yeah, he's got a short sword. He's got a dagger, and
Anything I could take as like a trophy, like a necklace?
Which one were you looting?
This one.
Okay.
Rip his teeth out.
Yeah, he's actually wearing. Hold on. Let me check something real quick.
Gob now has 12
He
daggers.
is wearing. Fuck. Where was it?
Who has the necklace from those orcs we fought?
Me.
Okay, you're just collecting a war trophy, huh?
He's got two pretty nice looking rings on his right pinky.
I'll take those.
Two
Okay.
rings on one finger? What a fucking douche.
Wait, are there anything on the inside? Like, do I recognize anything?
I'll say that you're pretty hurried, so you just kind of grab them and pocket them real quick.
Okay.
And that's where we're gonna end the session, though. We'll pick up in this frantic little bit of time next week.